Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Brandman Brandon, here to do some magic, talk about a lot of fun stuff. Dude, I mean, we had a pretty good weekend of movies and TV shows, and trailers haven't been that great, but movies aren't really that great. So why would you put out a good trailer if you ain't got no movies? Unless it's for Avengers Doomsday.
Right? Mhm. It's crazy how we have those trailers. Four of them, in fact. Where is the Spider-Man trailer? Where is the Masters of the Universe trailer?
Exactly. Like we have things that are about to come out. We haven't seen the trailer. What the hell are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
unless they're saving it for Super Bowl, I don't know.
Has Brand New Day been the biggest movie to stay that far under the radar? This is crazy. Like, I haven't seen anything like this in a long time. Like, I'm not sure exactly what to expect from any of this stuff. We're a year out for Doomsday. I got 4 teaser trailers. And I haven't got not one thing for Spider-Man. It's the same company, bro.
What we doing? Yeah, what is going on? What is going on?
Man, I'm
That's what I want to know.
I'm confused too. I'm just whatever. It is what it is. All right, let's see what we got here. We check the chat. We got Fernando in the building. Said, "What's good, fellas?" Of course, he says, "Happy MLK Day." So actually, I was telling my dad about this. So we're working on our first Black History Month type of art my Black Excellence stuff. We're gonna have the first one. I think it's gonna be ready by February 1st. So yeah, I was just talking to him about that, trying to get that together. So I can't wait for that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Says Caleb was starting to feel his stuff too much at the end of the game last night. Damn it. I don't know. Look, tomorrow I will be talking all about that. About what I think from Caleb and DJ Moore and all of them. But I knew as soon as I mentioned it that the Deuce was gonna come in. I knew it. What's up, Deuce? Your Rams did win. You got lucky. He says Rams house. I love you guys. Bro, you know how lucky you are? Like, literally, first off, the fadeaway last second throw to Cole Kmet to force overtime was nuts. Then if DJ Moore runs the right route right then, bruh, we're there. But the Rams figured out a way to do it. And if and buts were whatever, we all go home, whatever, all that saying stuff goes. But whatever, we lost. So I'm not going to worry about it. We lost. But I won't play this video for this thing.
Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
It's never been about that. No, but congratulations. You guys did win. And even though I picked you in the preseason, still felt bad for my Bears not winning. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Oh man, I was hoping we'd go all the way.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's say Doom 3 has announced it's not moving its release date. What you think? Who blinks first? Doom 2 did make over $700 million. Doomsday trailers have had over 1 billion views. I'll tell you who should be moving. Like 1,000% of the time, that's what should be happening.
Even though, admittedly, I'm a little more excited for Dune. I'm going to see Dune before I see Doomsday.
I'll tell you, Dune Messiah is my least favorite of them.
I'm not too big into Dune Messiah, but I really enjoy the Dune movies at the same time. I really like what Denis
Villeneuve.
I'm not even gonna attempt it. but yeah, I really liked the first Dune, and then I absolutely loved the second one. So I think between the two, I'm gonna go see Dune first.
I'm probably gonna say Doomsday first, just because I really want to see what's going on. And I love the old Doom movies. It's true. I didn't like the first Doom. The second Doom I thought was fire.
The second part 2 was great.
No, not that I didn't like the first one. No, let me rephrase. It wasn't that entertaining. I think it was a lot of setup, and it was necessary though.
Mm-hmm.
So Avengers Doomsday teasers got over 1 billion views. Crazy. Exactly what I was talking about. It's a bill. So if you get 1 billion views, imagine how much money you might see.
Mm-hmm.
Mama Bear in the building. Say hello, boys. What's up, Mama Bear? Just glad you're here. Holding us. We're trying to hold it down without Tank, so we're gonna do as much as we can. Talk about all this stuff, and I got one trailer, and we got a lot of stuff to other things I want to talk about. I want to talk about some Man of Tomorrow things. I do want to talk about some Zack Snyder, the Henry Cavill look in his first look inside the Superman suit when he first did it. I want to talk about a few of those things, look at some Doomsday stuff, talk about some Spider-Man stuff, some theories, but we'll hit all that. But I really want to talk about the Rip, because the Rip was fire.
Yeah, it was
Fire. So what's up? Look, Danny, what's up, man? Danny showed me his suit that he had today was fire. He put that together like literally it was, dude. You got some good taste, man. You got some good taste. I'm more of a athletic cut person. I want it because I have broader shoulders and I have smaller waist. I want it cut like a V,
Uh-huh.
But I think Danny's outfits, man, was fire, man. I gotta give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Tamika? How you feeling?
What's going on, Tamika?
So, let me jump on for the Rip segment. 100%. I'll send it to you in 1 second, because, bro. I mean, when I say I loved it, I really, really loved everything about this. What about you?
Oh, the Rip?
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. Usually when Affleck and Damon make a movie together, they don't really fail. And I just loved how tense it was. And I really didn't expect I know we're gonna go in detail, but yeah, I really liked it.
Someone send that to Danny, because I thought that was just fire. I agree with you. What up, B? I saw him talking about what movie was he talking about that he just saw? He wanted to have some theories about it too, because we talked about it for a long time, and he was just talking about it on Facebook. Man, B, what movie was that?
Which one? Now it's slipping my mind.
Oh man, B, let me know what it was. See what I can't remember what it was. Running Man. He was Running Man. He was talking about how fire, and he's talking about Stephen King universe and how this connects to it. And there's some things that we could talk about. So yeah, I remember that now. It was the Running Man.
Mm-hmm.
We got Delta Dan in the building. I see you, Dan, with the Power Force. We'll talk about that when you jump on it. What's up, Delta Dan? Dude says I'm watching Odyssey first. Of course, I'm Project Hail Mary is my most anticipated movie, but that's like March. Well, March for that one, and then in April, Michael Jackson's biopic. I am head over heels going to go full speed into that.
Mm-hmm.
Then we probably Mario Galaxy.
Galaxy, yeah.
That's gonna be cool. And after that, then it's probably going to be Odyssey. With Supergirl being right there, because I just wish Supergirl wasn't so close to it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
So Dune has all the IMAX screens though, right? I don't
know.
know.
There's rumors that Doomsday might not be in IMAX. I was reading earlier.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, I was just reading about that earlier.
Mama Bear says, "Brandman, check your mic. You sound like you live from the potty."
What?
That mean you sound like you're echoing in an echo chamber.
It sound like I'm in an echo chamber.
Yeah. Tamika's talking about what Danny was just talking about. Brandman, you are hurting my soul with the statement. I don't even believe you just said that before Doomsday. That is crazy.
Well, that is just too goddamn bad.
Yo,
sorry,
be
sorry, not
careful.
sorry.
He's gonna be here in a second, so you better be careful. That's Officer Danny to you.
Doomsday's gonna friggin' suck. I said what I said.
I think you're wrong. I think that it's not going to be Endgame. I don't think it's going to be Infinity War. I don't think it's going to suck. The more I'm looking at it, the more I don't think it's going to suck. I think it's going to be a lot more setup that people are going to like, though.
Yeah, just because the trailers are cool. I'm not budging on that. That's not convincing me. Everything about it is reactionary and desperate. Hang on one second. I'm messing around with my microphone.
Go ahead. I want to read all these rest of these comments.
Is that any different?
Oh, it sounds perfect. Now,
all right, there we go.
There it is. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all see what I said about the Running Man and how I mentioned dairy in it? Yes,
yeah,
and because it's all part of the Stephen King universe, right, B?
Yeah, that really surprised me with the Running Man. I think I'm gonna I'm probably gonna rewatch it soon because I thought it was the first watch. I thought it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff about it I liked. I think maybe the ending just felt a little rushed to me. The third act as a whole kind of dragged.
Third act. Yes, the whole third act.
Mm-hmm. But
it didn't make any sense when he was on the plane. It didn't make any freaking sense. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I remember being really excited about it when I heard Edgar Wright was doing it because I really like Edgar Wright's work. I don't think there's anything that he's made in some that I haven't enjoyed on some level. And to an extent, this wasn't quite different, but it didn't really out of everything that Edgar Wright's done, it probably felt the least like an Edgar Wright movie. Like there were a lot of things that, Edgar Wright has this really kind of like, I guess I'd call it like a kinetic type style with a lot of his stuff. And I thought that was really suited for the Running Man. And I didn't really get that usual like kind of feel that
you used to
come to expect. Yeah, from an Edgar Wright movie. It was fine. I really liked the look of the movie. I loved how like I loved the dystopian look of it. I loved Glenn Powell in it. I really enjoyed the cast. I thought the cast was.
Isn't that what Glenn Powell? Glenn Powell has been good in a lot of movies, but sometimes is written poorly.
Yeah, and I think and I'm not even sure. I think it was written poorly. I just think it was written
that third act. The third act was not what's supposed to be Running Man.
The third act, was just.
It wasn't Running Man. When you think about Running Man, that's not what you're thinking of, and and it also wasn't Edgar Wright when you really think of what his style. It just didn't mesh well.
Yeah, exactly. And I know they were trying to go more accurate to the original story.
Mm-hmm. Was it into the book too? That's what we're trying to do.
It's Stephen King novella. So I'm happy they went for more accuracy with that. I know there were still a couple changes they made, but the third act just kind of especially when you compare it to the rest of the movie, it just I don't know, it just didn't fit. I was kind of expecting more.
I think if it ended with better, then the movie itself would have been better.
Yeah,
sticking the landing is huge, man.
Yeah, it definitely is. It was fine. I just think it could have been a little bit better.
I agree. Mm-hmm. Tamika says, yes, I enjoyed the rip. Bro, Tamika, man, I was watching it like I would have watched this in the movie theater. I'm almost mad that I watched this, at home. I enjoyed it.
I'm a little upset that it didn't give me that they didn't put it out in theaters.
Because it only makes sense to do that. I mean, right? I mean, it was Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. I love their character. I love the twist at the end. I was wondering if I was going to get in here and ask me to jump on too, because he was the first person that you got to go see it. He texted me like Wednesday or something like that. Got to go. No, it was Friday. And I said, okay, I'm watching it tomorrow. And put it on. I was like, this is fun as hell. So the rip
Mhm.
was dope as hell. I agree. Dan even says the rip was good. Tony says, I'm eating cookies and cream with the spoiler kings on my screen. That's crazy.
Mhm.
I feel you. So unfortunately, we're missing the cream right now, or on the screen right now.
Mhm.
Will be the cookies. You see what I did? Oh man. So everyone's saying hey to each other. I didn't know my intention. How you doing? Yeah. What's up, Mama Bear?
Mhm.
Everyone's going through. Of course, we said Deuce. What's the name of the Rock's last movie when he was a UFC fighter?
The Smashing Machine.
Smashing Machine. Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be on HBO Max in a couple days.
Yep. Is it Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah.
No, Friday.
Is it Friday?
23rd. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So there's a lot of fun movies this year. There's going to be a lot of crazy fun movies. I mean, I didn't even talk about Toy Story 5
Mhm.
or the Minions movie we're talking about. You know, Masters of the Universe is going to be fire. There's going to be a lot of fun things that we're going to have this year.
Mhm. I'm waiting hand and foot on the Masters of the Universe trailer, because that was my dad and I's thing when I was a kid, was Masters of the Universe.
Oh, that's fun, man.
So I'm planning on going to see that movie with my dad.
You'll bring Danny in here since he's in the building. What up, Danny?
What's up, gents? How y'all doing?
Feeling
Danny,
good.
what's
Feeling
going on,
great.
man?
Making no fuss, bro.
Mhm.
Hey, it's from you. I watched a movie today called The Lost Lands. You talked about this. It stars David Bautista and the lady from that played in The Fifth Element. What's her name?
Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, Djokovic. Yes.
It was a pleasant surprise. I was like, man, Batista boy, he's underrated.
Mhm.
That cat.
He's gotten so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the twist at the end, I didn't see it coming to pay maybe about 20 minutes before end. I was like, oh, okay. But
Mhm.
it's good. If you let that Fallout kind of.
Oh, I love the Fallout because I can't wait to talk about that. Yeah. The post-apocalyptic type of stuff.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a mixture. Like, it's a little bit of drama, a little bit of that, sci-fi, a little bit of horror. So it got all elements in it.
I'm gonna check it out as soon as we get done. Then
it's on Netflix.
I have no problem with that. Have you watched any of that? The His and Hers on Netflix?
I haven't. It is so much stuff trying to keep track of. I think the newest version of the House of the Dragon was the Seven Kingdoms.
Yep.
I think that's out now.
Yep, I watched that too.
So it's a lot of stuff out there trying to keep track of all that stuff.
No, I mean, I just watch what I can, and if I can't watch it, I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But then again, once again, I get to do stuff like I could put it on my phone in my car, and put it on auto drive, and then watch that. So I shouldn't be telling you that I'm doing that, but whatever.
Hey, I have zero jurisdiction in Chicago.
100%.
Do what you want to do.
Oh man, so I've been offline for a while. Oh, what has the most hype right now? Depends on what you're talking about. I mean, because right now it's probably still Doomsday, right?
For me, it's Doomsday. Because I'm telling you, and for me, it doesn't spoil it. But every theory that comes out, I watch it. It makes me interested in seeing it, and I definitely think they're going to make Thor look like somebody again instead of that stupid idiot he was in the last couple movies.
Yeah, I think the Thor is probably handled best when he's in the hands of the Russos. He definitely
like Fat Thor. I did not like that.
Yeah, and I get what they were going for with Fat Thor, but it seems like whenever they tried to go serious with him and his mentality and his mindset, the state that he was in, it always seemed like it was undercut by a fat joke or something.
It was. They tried to. It felt like James Gunn almost like.
I think that
serious joke.
Yeah, they kept him fat too long. When he was about to fight Thanos in the last act, and he transformed with both the hammers.
Yeah,
he should have transformed back to himself.
Because he's a god. He doesn't have to lose the weight. Like, what are we doing?
He should have went to Pete Thor. In my opinion.
Well, by Secret Wars, I think he dies in Doomsday. But in Secret Wars, he comes back as Rune King Thor, and he's going to be the reason they win.
Now, here's a theory now. I saw, I think I watch him every day, probably about 10 a day, that Doom is going to kill his little girl because he's going for eternity.
Love?
I think her name was Love or something, but she has the gift of eternity, or the power of eternity in her. And Doom's going to steal that from him. And then he's going to pray to the gods. I think it's called a Tree of Eternity or something. And I think Odin did this. He took both his eyes out and hung himself, and some kind of transformation is supposed to happen. And then when he comes back, he's going to be full Rune King Thor. That's a theory that's out there.
I think every child that's in all the trailers, those little sneak trailers, whatever, that every child there is either going to be taken or die.
Yep, I think so too. Something to do with the children, because everybody got a child. How about if they take Tucson? What you gonna do?
Yeah. So, hey, you know what's funny? If Tucson is one of those kids to take in, I'd be like, oh no, no, come back.
Wow.
Oh, don't do it. Do it. Just whatever. Oh man, that's bad. Some Smash Machine. Yep. Fernando says, I enjoy Edgar movies very much. It just didn't seem like an Edgar movie, though.
Yeah. I think my one of my favorite Edgar Wright movies is still Scott Pilgrim. I absolutely love Scott Pilgrim.
So we're out to you.
You went out. Something to
my
Mike.
My mic went out?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it went back to that.
Yeah, you sound like an echo chamber again.
Probably
Probably just pulled it out.
Probably jump on your computer, because sometimes I keep switching back to the computer to the head mic on mine.
So
You sound good right now. Say something else.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. Good.
Okay. Huh. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, with the Running Man. Yeah. Like I said, it just wasn't anything that I'd associate with an Edgar Wright movie. But I think still my favorite Edgar Wright movie is probably either Scott Pilgrim or Hot Fuzz.
Scott Pilgrim.
I love Scott Pilgrim.
But don't get me wrong, I like Hot Fuzz. I really, really do. But, Scott Pilgrim. I've never seen Glenn Powell give a bad performance, but yeah, the third act was entirely a different movie. It felt weird. Remember, it started off strong, but the third act was trash, 100%. Said The Rip was dope. Glenn Powell movies have been flopping lately. They have been. Look at his last 5 movies. They've been almost all flopping. Sorry. So The Rip and Extraction movies should be in the theaters. 100%. I agree. It could be B movies. I agree exactly. So no Ben Flack today.
I don't think it's him. I think it's maybe picking bad movies.
I think he does a good job in bad movies.
I think he's a good actor. Because I liked him in Twister.
Yeah, he was good in Twisters. I liked him in Twisters. I liked him in Running Man. I liked him in
what's that movie? Was it Devotion?
He wasn't in there a long time, but I liked the little bit he did in Hidden Figures.
Hidden Figures.
Oh, I forgot he was in that. Yeah. Even that show he did on Hulu, Chad Powers, was pretty entertaining.
Hilarious, man.
Chad Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Chad Powers.
I'm really happy it's getting another season.
Yeah, I'm too.
I'm really, like, when they announced another season, I'm like that's great, because the way that it ended just made it even funnier to me. The way season 1 ended was just absolutely hilarious to me. So I'm happy that they're gonna do more with that.
Awesome. No, I love Chad Powers. Is so funny, so much fun just to watch him.
His movies. He was good in Top Gun.
Yeah.
Right along to he was he was in The Great Debaters. Okay. I don't remember him in Dark Knight Rises though. Who did he play in there?
I don't remember him in that
Rises at all.
I'm looking at his IMDb, his movies.
Like Devotion was good. Top Gun was good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember him in figures that much.
He was in Expendables. I don't remember him there.
Me neither.
But Twisters, Anyone But You, Running Man. What's that?
Right Along 2.
That Hitman movie, wasn't that? Can't find it right now.
A lot of these movies, I don't remember him in.
But that's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see Mama Bear saying no Ben Affleck today, so I was like, we got Ben Affleck. We might as well talk about it.
Yeah.
All
Ben
right,
Affleck, Matt Damon, they did their thing in this movie, boy.
bro.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it here. I'm gonna highlight this one. We'll come back to the comments because I want to get into the rip real quick. So let's go ahead and put the transition in, and we'll talk about it right away. Sound
All right.
good?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
There we go. And welcome back to Spoiler Kings. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Breadman Brandon, and we got Danny here from the Road to Wisdom. What's up, Danny? How you feeling?
Man, making no fuss, man. I feel fantastic. I'm glad to be a part of the show. Thanks for the invite. Well, I invited myself, but thanks for accepting.
As soon as you ask, you know you here.
Absolutely, man.
I sit there in the next 2 minutes. I was like, there you go. All right, but we're here. We're going to talk about The Rip. I mean, the movie on Netflix was so amazing with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Kind of came out, we knew it was coming, but we didn't know what to expect. Yeah, I loved it, but I'm going to give you a quick synopsis on it before we review it real quick. It says a group of Miami cops discovered a stash of millions in cash, leading to distrust as outsiders learn about the seizures, making them question who to rely on. Fire. And Joe Carnahan is the director, so I can't wait to see more from it because I mean the screenplay was about Joe Carnahan. It was fire. But first off, for The Rip, Danny, what were your first thoughts? Your first thoughts on The Rip?
I think we had similar things because Anzo told me about it. He said, "You watched the show about real?" And usually I don't like movies playing dirty cops. And I was like, I don't know. But I looked at it and then I said, okay, this looks pretty good. And I love movies that's based on true stories. To me, it's just more authentic, and I really get into it. And then what really was when I knew so I was like, man, he's told 3 different people 3 different numbers, and I've seen that tactic used. Smart. I was like, he trying to set somebody up. But I said to myself, and then the energy and the back and forth, the banner between him and Ben Affleck, man, it's fantastic. I don't think I've seen a bad movie those two together, and it really had me pulled in until the third act. We're gonna get into that till we discuss it.
Really, that's interesting. You're saying okay. So we had Matt Damon, we had Sasha Calle, we had Ben Affleck, we had Scott Adkins, we had Tiana Taylor, Stephen Yeun was in it, Kyle Chandler, Lena Esco. Dude, it had some heavy hitters, man. Some real heavy hitters. So this was good. B, what's your first thoughts on it?
I liked how focused the plot was. I think Joe Carnahan is really, really good when it comes to narrative, and he's really good at tension. So when I heard that he was doing this movie, you know, like if you've seen movies like Narc, which is like one of the main ones he's known for, or The Gray, or even Smoking Aces to an extent, you kind of know what to expect when it comes to Joe Carnahan. And whenever Ben Affleck and Matt Damon get together to make a movie, they don't really miss. So, and anyone who says Ben Affleck is a bad actor, they're really not paying much attention to that man when he really commits and locks in and is working with good content. Matt Damon, pretty good, always great in everything he's in. But yeah. The ensemble cast actually delivered as well. Started to make me warm to Tiana Taylor. I thought this was a good role for her. Thought she was very good in it.
Yeah, I didn't hate her in it. I did not hate her.
That's the girl that played Supergirl, right?
No, that's Sasha Calle. Oh,
Sasha Calle, yeah. She was the owner of the house, or the
but I thought it was the girl that played Supergirl.
She was. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
Sasha is the one who plays Supergirl.
Yeah. Okay.
But Tiana Taylor's the black girl that from
I got you. Yeah.
yeah. And I really did not one battle after another. I know people love that. I did not love her portrayal in that.
I like her in this. I saw us like, but then she did her thing.
She did.
Yeah. I liked how sometimes I like movies that are kind of like in one kind of isolated area or like one specific area. I like how everything kind of took place in that house or on that block that they were on. That was really cool too. And the ending really took the ending really took me by surprise. You know, you kind of think you're watching a like run of the mill kind of thriller, and then they kind of pull the rug out from under you the last 20 or so minutes. So yeah, again, I'm bummed out that it wasn't put out in theaters, but overall, I really liked it.
I think that's a missed opportunity. I don't know whether that's going to hurt them for possibly getting nominated for some kind of awards or not. Because I don't think, I don't know. I don't think enough eyes may be on it. Because it's kind of a sleeper. Like I said, I didn't hear of it until I heard from Monzo. I think same thing. You said the same thing too, didn't you, Brian?
So we did a trailer reaction. We knew about it, but I didn't realize it was coming out now because no one's talking about it. So it's like no one says anything, I'm gonna forget all about it. And Alonzo said, "You got to go, Rich." I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go watch this right away." And I was sitting there with my wife and watching, and we were discussing back and forth. And then all of a sudden, I realized we hadn't talked about 35 minutes because trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Why was Matt Damon doing what he was doing? Why was Ben Affleck acting the way he was acting?
Exactly.
Who's the crooked person? Because Matt Damon was doing something you say, "Oh, are you crooked?" But then it didn't make sense the way he was doing it. I was like, "Why is he doing this?" So I was questioning a lot of things at the same time. And then I was looking at Stephen Young. I was like, "Who the hell is he texting?" And
now I knew he was a crook, but I wasn't sure about the DEA guy. I didn't know. I couldn't have put my finger on it, but I knew the Asian guy was a crook.
Well, I knew Kyle Chandler was something because he said, "I let my people go." I was like,
Then, like, why in the world when he started telling those people those different figures, I said he set somebody up because whoever tells that number is the bad guy.
And then we hear the phone call and hear the 150.
I've seen that. I've seen that tactic used in real life. I was like, yeah, it's good, man.
It was interesting. Was it anything about this movie that you did not like?
Talk to me first.
Yeah, Danny first. I'm sorry.
I did not. I didn't. To me, the relationship between the Captain that got killed and Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
this is real like nitpicky because I see her in SWAT and I just don't see them. So that didn't. That to me that wasn't believable.
Really?
That whole neighborhood with nobody living in it, that is totally unbelievable. I've never seen a neighborhood.
Bruh. I've been to Miami, and people they literally do buy up some blocks. That's super scary.
That must be a Miami thing because I've never seen that where I live at. So I can wear a whole neighborhood, and then they got timers on every that come on every. I've never seen that before. And not to say this is real nitpicky. There ain't no way Ben Affleck beating Scott Adkins. That ain't happening. So when they did that little fight scene inside the thing,
really, you don't think so?
Scott Adkins, you know who that is?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Scott Adkins will wear Ben Affleck out in real life.
How big is Scott Adkins?
I don't care how big he is. I'm talking about how skilled he is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. But you're fighting somebody.
I mean, like I said, this is really nitpicky. To do with the story. This stuff, I was like, but overall, I
always say the 5'10" guy, and then you got the Ben Affleck is full 6'4", 250.
I don't care.
But you say no, because
that's like Bruce Lee fighting somebody that's 2-3 times bigger than him. I think I'm gonna put my money on Bruce Lee.
I got you.
I know weight and height and stuff matters, but I think skill and a smarter fighter. So that's just my opinion. Like I said, I ain't no mixed martial artist. I ain't no boxer. Just eye test. But yeah, this This movie was good, man. I was pleasantly surprised. Like I said, I love movies that are based on true stories. When I see something based on a true story that gets my opinion, I tend to hone in and focus more on it because it's very interesting to me. Like, man, this happened in Miami and that kind of stuff, and you hear all kind of stuff. But I love stories that are based on true stories. To me, it brings my attention span up
And
even more.
authenticity too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, B.
Yeah.
You got any negatives for this?
Well, to reiterate the fact that I didn't get to see it in a movie theater. Yeah, it was speaking of Scott Adkins, it was interesting. This isn't really a nitpick, but it didn't sink in that it was him until afterward, because I'm so used to him doing more action-based martial arts-based roles. So this was pretty kind of caught me off guard to see him in a role where he was doing none of that and kind of bookended the movie.
Can I ask you a question, Brandon?
Yeah.
I have been campaigning for Scott Adkins to be Batman. Do you think from what you've seen on there, he could pull off Bruce Wayne?
From a physical standpoint, absolutely. Absolutely.
I've done several videos.
Dude,
How
I think Scott Adkins is actually Batman in real life. He's already Batman.
You definitely be saving a lot of money on a stunt double for him.
The only vice is he's 49.
Mm-hmm.
I think last time I
Yeah.
checked.
They're going with an older Batman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like either him or the guy who plays Reacher.
Alan
Those
Ritchson.
Those are my two front runners.
See, I'm trying to picture him as Batman, and for whatever reason, I just can't seem to do it. I just can't.
Old man Batman that's built like a tank.
That's
Reacher.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he's so young. Alan Richardson is still
physically
young.
imposing, but you can
put a
beard on him.
See, like me, I could see him more as like Wildcat for the Authority movie. I could see him in that role.
Okay.
I know that this probably wouldn't happen until later, but like, if he dyed his hair black, I could even see him as Shazam. Because he's got if you've seen him on like stuff like Blue Mountain State, he's very good at playing a man-child. But I, for the life of me, I can't. I try, but for the life of me, I cannot picture him as Batman for whatever reason. It's just not.
Well,
it's not
I'll say
clicking
this.
for me.
I'll say this: Absolute Batman is one of the best comic book series that we've had in.
Yeah, it is.
Last 5 years, 6 years, like one of the best, and it's selling so many copies that it might be smart for DC, who has all their stuff all connected, to go that route. I don't think they will. But it might be smart to go that route. I'm not hating on that idea at all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As far as the rip, I will say, I thought the other detectives were seeing through some of the stuff that Matt Damon was doing. So like little stuff like when Matt Damon was gone, and Ben Affleck was gone for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, why did no one ask, oh, hey, you're going all this stuff. What were you doing? Oh, I went out there and I didn't see him. Where the hell did you see him? Where did he go? I think some of the stuff didn't add up, but to detectives, they are pretty stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I think they set the plot device, Brian, because they was talking about how they kept emphasizing no overtime and get paid for this and get paid for this. And then if you're a cop, you're lying if you see that kind of money and be like, man, when they were talking about this right here could change my life. I've seen that kind of money, not 20 million, but I've seen almost $1 million before. And I'm like,
yeah,
change my life.
Can I get 20,000? Just one handful?
There are people telling you on the phone, go ahead and take it. Take what you want. Man. Now, I'd be scared of that. I'd be scared. If somebody on the phone call and say, hey, take what you want and leave in 30 minutes. Oh, yeah, I'd have been out of there. I don't care about counting. I ain't care about counting nothing. No, we are out.
Yeah, let's go. Like, you don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that kept me wondering was the count. The fact that they continued to count, even then. There are says, so why are they going through the whole count if they're just going to take the money?
But they didn't. They never explained that. That's the only plot hole. They never explained why is a drug organization just going to give up $20 million. I never got an explanation of that.
It seemed like they knew it was hot, and it's a drop in the bucket. But $20 million is never that big.
$20 million.
I think they care more about the drugs, and then
I want to see that bucket. The $20 million is a drop in the bucket. I want to see that bucket.
The Colombians, yeah, I feel you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I honestly, there's not much to not like about the movie. I think it was a very solid all around movie in every way. I kind of watched it 3 times now, and there's nothing that I saw that was problematic. So, all right, let's do the last thing. We're going to go ahead and rate this movie.
Sure, this for a minute, Brian. Brian, I'm sorry.
I got you.
You can't see that, Brian, man?
I can't. I'm sorry.
I can't.
I've been trying. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't picture him as Batman. I've been trying and trying and trying. It's just not landing for me. I know I'm the only person on the earth that can't. I'm trying.
I ain't saying all that. I'm just saying, boy, that
it just looks good, but I feel like he looks so young. That's the only thing I'll say.
I just Scott Adkins would be awesome. But yeah, Alan Ritchson, much as I like him, it's just not working for me. The idea of
I think he's a better actor than Scott Adkins.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main pushback I've been getting whenever I talk to people about Scott Adkins. He's not, but I saw him in when we all saw him in the last John Wick. I thought he did pretty good in that fat suit. I mean, he was believable.
Yeah, he was still athletic, so.
I liked him in in that fat suit. That was great. And then his bit part in that Netflix movie Day Shift with Jamie Foxx from a couple years ago.
Yeah, he's one of the cops, wasn't he?
He's like one of the vampire hunters. Him and I forgot who the other guy was, but they were pretty cool in that. I'd watch them. I'd watch a spin-off movie about those two because I actually enjoyed Day Shift.
Day Shift was cool. I like that too.
Not bad. All right, let's get our ratings going, guys. Here with the Spoiler Kings, we rate our movies a little bit different than everyone else. We go now, later, or never. Now means you need to stop what you're doing and go watch it right now. Later means when you get a chance, it's a streaming movie, it's okay. And never means, man, if it's on TV, burn your TV. Don't do nothing. Don't turn it off. Burn the whole TV. Just throw it out.
Wow.
So, with those 3 ratings, Danny, what do you rate The Rip?
I'm gonna have to give it a now.
I understand. Okay. What you got, B?
Oh, this is easily a now. This movie is awesome.
Nah, and with me, I got to say it's a now. I mean, I look at all the plot. I think the screenplay was great. I think the direction was great. The acting was fire. And anytime you get Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, they just naturally just mesh with each other. It didn't matter if it wasn't in Boston. I actually enjoyed the fact that they didn't have a Bostonian accent. It was just something different. I was so tired of hearing that bull crap.
When they were arguing with each other, man, and he like, man, call the major. I'm gonna call him. I was all in. I was like, man, he dirty. He is dirty.
100%. And I actually wouldn't have liked it if he was dirty because that was too obvious. Yeah. And the fact that they kind of changed it a little bit, the whole flipping of the script that everyone that said pretending like they were going to take the money wasn't going to take the money.
In that truck, man, they had the guns put on each other. I was like, it's about to get hot in here. And then when you see all the girls with the money in the station wagon.
Yep.
And then she ends up getting a piece of the money.
Yep. And that saved her life, basically. Then it's funny because the gangsters, like the drug lords, aren't looking for the money. So she gets her money and no problems, no strings attached. No one's coming after you.
Now, one thing I did think, I thought it was gonna pull like all of them took a piece of the money. I thought it was gonna do at the end, kind of like what's the money with Queen Latifah and the ladies steal
Set
the money.
it off.
Set it off.
No, I wouldn't set it off. No, the one where they steal the money out the place that destroys the money. It was Queen Latifah.
Oh, the ones that they just yes, in the Fed at the Fed they steal all the money. Yes, I know you destroy all the money. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
God, what's that movie called?
Who else was in it?
Diane Keaton, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And
Diane
Katie
Keaton,
Holmes.
Queen Latifah. Yep.
And
Mad Money. Or...
Mad Money. That was
Yeah.
it. That was it.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna do a Mad Money twist.
But no,
when they sit
they
on
were
that
good
beach.
cops. Can you imagine that being good people with all that he did? When you had Matt Damon, you found out about his son dying of cancer and still being hey, I'm not worried about the money. I'm just gonna be a good man. And then you had those tattoos on his hands, bro.
Yeah.
Go see this movie.
That tattoos was tough. I was like, what did that stand for? And then he broke it down. And then at the end, he told her why he did it.
Bro,
that tugs at your heartstring there, buddy.
I love it, man. All right, let's check Rotten Tomatoes real quick to see where they have the rip. So, what do you guys guess the tomato meter is for all reviews for the critics?
I'm gonna say 86.
Yeah,
81.
Maybe
81.
Okay.
Oh man,
what do you think the popcorn meter is, though? I'll let you guys go.
94.
97, I'd say.
It's a 68.
What the hell? Jesus,
that is crazy.
That's nuts. I can't believe that.
But you know what it is? Word of mouth.
And
got around.
But it has over 1,000 ratings.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Some people can look at this and say it's cookie cutter, because there are some movies kind of similar to this,
but it had a twist.
Well, a lot of movies have twists. If I'm going, and I'm just using an example, there's not a comparison. If I'm going to watch M. Shyamalan, I think I'm pronouncing his name.
Yeah,
I know for a fact there's going to be some kind of twist at the end of that movie. I know it. I'm trying to catch it. So I mean, I don't know.
Dude, that's interesting. I think they're all wrong. I think this is one of the best movies I've seen so far this year. In this young year, this is definitely probably the best one I've seen. And I've enjoyed it immensely. It seems like we enjoyed it, but we want to talk to you guys if you guys enjoyed it. See, if you guys have watched the rip, make sure you let us know. Did you think it was too long? Do you think it was too short? Do you think it deserved to be in the movie theaters? Do you like the acting? Do you like the story, or did you not? You know, so if you guys do watch this a little later, hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to be checking all these things. I always respond to anyone who tries to say anything about any of the movies. I love hearing your comments, but right now we're going to go back to the live show and talk about everyone who's commenting about it right now. Thank you guys, and we'll see you later.
Peace.
That is difficult trying to do all of it at the same time. I'm like, click. Usually when Tank is doing stuff, I'm doing stuff in the background too. So like, he's talking one thing and I'm doing everything else. So now I'm trying to do it while talking. It's not easy. Trying to find stuff as it goes. It's fun.
Get you one on Stream Deck.
I have one. I just haven't set it up because I never needed it. Because Tank was always, he's doing one, I'm doing the other. It was just no problem. Man, it's crazy. All right, let's look at all the comments real quick. So I didn't like Smashing Machine. So I had like 50 Master of the Universe action figures. I have, I'm gonna guess about 45 Master of the Universe comic books.
I hope this is not a disappointment,
bro.
I don't think it will be. I like the I really like the director. He's probably my biggest sell on it. Travis Knight, who did Kubo and the Two Strings, and Bumblebee, which was probably the only live action Transformers movie that I thoroughly liked. I think the cast is pretty solid. I'm just waiting for a trailer. The trailer is gonna be a major selling point for me.
And will people actually want to see it or not? Honestly.
Yeah, and it seems like they're at least
the camera's kind of blurry, Brian.
Yeah. So say
motherfucker. Hang on.
You can do it. It's the light usually. That's all. You're good.
Yep, good.
But yeah, I'm just waiting for a trailer at this point. It at least seems like it's gonna embrace the source material a little more than the 1987 movie.
This
In
movie
the
had-
sense
I'm sorry.
in the sense that it's actually taking place on Eternia.
Yeah. This movie has to do well if we want to see Thundercats.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
And then for Thundercats, I personally want to see Silverhawks. So I'm hoping that this movie will be fantastic. So it will possibly propel.
I was just gonna mention Silverhawks. I love Dude, I'd love a Brave Star movie.
You need to look at all the comic books that are coming out, guys. In the indies, they have Silverhawks, they have Thundercats, they have all those new versions of all the stuff. Same storylines, look just like figures. We need to
I discovered Tubi, and all that's on there.
Tony says, "Do you think that this generation of movie watchers care about action movies like The Rip anymore? Is that the problem? That's that why the tomato meter is so low?"
You know what? I think actually, I think they probably care too much about action movies. Maybe that's why the Rotten Tomatoes rating is so low. I bet a lot of people expected like a straight up action movie rather than like a slower burn thriller. I think that was maybe that's why people were disappointed. I've seen people complain about that online.
We've gotten spoiled because sometimes if a movie is not action packed, boom, 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 you say it's boring instead of actually trying to get into the movie, like you said earlier, Brandman. A slow burn, character development. Nah, that's boring. It took 45 minutes before I saw something. Maybe that 45 minutes was essential to setting it up. But right now, I call it we're a microwave society now.
Oh,
yeah.
We don't want to put the cake in the oven. We want to put it in the microwave.
We want to put it in the microwave.
Press 2 minutes. Boom. Want to do the same thing with movies because
when it tastes good.
Yeah, because one of the things people are talking about saying I'm not going to see it. If this Doomsday movie is 3 hours and 45 minutes, I'm just going to take my urination break whenever I'm thinking something is low. I'm all in. I'm all in.
All right, I'm gonna go skip around because we are super behind on this chat.
Sorry, might be talking too much.
So I like the theory of the Doomsday trailers of Stages of Grief. Oh, I like that. Okay, His and Hers was good. Runaway was decent, but yeah, it's a lot right now. I'm still playing catch up. Gotcha. I'm gonna jump in. Sebastian Stan is dying for sure in Doomsday. He has to. He has to die right now, right? He got to be a Two-Faced.
I wish the rest of the Thunderbolts had died. They suck.
After Doomsday and Secret Wars, which actors and actresses do you want to keep going forward?
Shuri for certain.
I want Shuri to be who she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Well, I like the fact that M'Baku's king and she's a Black Panther. I like that. And then maybe she'll have a love interest or something. And then if they do recast, then he'll take the throne, the mantle back.
But see, M'Baku, it's so off from when the comic books are because the great white ape is just a villain. So they've changed it so much.
And I'm cool.
I like him. I don't know if I want him to be king because he's a villain. Like this is literally like Killmonger being the king of Wakanda for a long time. It's kind of weird to me.
But that's MCU MO. They always did cherry picking or change up the stuff, and I don't totally hate that.
Okay. So yeah, I didn't hear the theory. That makes sense, Mama Bear. Yeah. All stages of grief. That would be good. What's up, hey Chris? How you doing? Would Ed O'Neill be a good Commissioner Gordon?
No,
Ed O'Neill's like 100 years old now.
No.
I cannot see Al Bundy as Commissioner Gordon.
Best Commissioner Gordon, in my opinion, was the guy that played in the last Batman. I can't think of his name.
Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright's fire.
I love him.
Jeffrey Wright was great. I really like Jeffrey Wright.
Got to play Dracula too. I can't think of his name.
Gary Oldman.
Yes.
Oh, Gary Oldman's another great actor, though.
Those are the best two, in my opinion.
You know, Ozzy don't like nothing from nothing. Except, but he liked this movie, The Rips. It's crazy. So Brian knows I mean Tank when I say Ben Affleck. Yeah, I know exactly what you're doing. Because you white, you Ben Affleck. That's why I think about the Oreos. Zero A says The Rip was pretty good movie, 7.5 or 8 out of 10. Yeah, I give it about 8.5, somewhere right there. Yeah.
I'd probably give it a solid 8. Like I said, I really liked it.
I get a little bit higher. It's not a 10, but I give it 8.5, leaning towards a 9. 8.5 comfortable.
I grade real hard, but yeah, that 84, I could say, that's, but I don't give a lot of good grades like that. But I'm comparing it to like the best movies off. I give, Endgame a 94. I give Infinity War a 97. So I'm not gonna give you a 90s. It's hard.
To me, Infinity War is a 10. That's the best comic book movie I've ever seen.
It's easy to say though. It's really easy. I can't argue with you. Brian was like, Anzo liked it. I really need to check this out. So when I lived in Doral, I didn't go into highlight a lot, 100%, because you can't. I have a store, Culver's, down in Cooper City, right? There's places in Miami that you don't go. Like, if you're Dominican, you don't go to this part. If you're Haitian, you don't go to this part. If you're Cuban, you don't go to this part. If you're black, regular black, and you don't want to speak French or Spanish, you should probably just stay in the main parts. That's just what
I used to drive a truck a long time ago, and they would tell us, don't go here at night. Park there, then go in the morning. And you better do exactly what the instructions told you in your computer.
You're 100% right. What up, Ace? I see you in the building.
What's going on, Ace?
So appreciate you being here. Shit, even Bruce Leroy fought someone bigger than him. Exactly. Come on. You are the last dragon. I love that. I love it. Dude. Show Enough was fire.
Oh boy, that play on the thing. God, he dressed up like Shogun. Probably about 6 months ago, he looked just like Shogun. The guy that does the commercials about the bath wash, body wash.
Oh yeah, Isaiah Mustafa.
Mustafa. Yeah, okay, Mustafa. Who's in Cross?
In Cross, yeah. It's also in It Chapter 2. One of the few things about It Chapter 2 I actually enjoyed.
So I should be discharged from physical therapy tomorrow. The infection is still around, but that's doing much better as well. All right. Well, I'm glad you're getting taken care of. Ace, you are awesome, man. Just appreciate you being here and appreciate you getting better, because it is great news. 100%. I think Danny got frozen real quick. There you go. Good. That would be perfect for older Batman with all his Robins around. So I think Ace agrees with you, Danny.
Agree.
Okay. Richard could play Absolute Batman. But and it makes sense because it's making so much money. Absolute Batman, you got all these crazy, even variants of this stuff, man. Absolute Batman is huge now.
Absolute Batman is super dope.
Do you want him to be Aquaman? What if he was Aquaman?
He played Aquaman.
He was Aquaman before.
And
why not?
CW.
What was it called? Smallville.
Yeah.
Hair dye is cheap. Oh man. See, I thought that movie got canceled. No, it was fire. You talk about Batman saying anyone but Pattinson.
Well, that wasn't bad. When I first seen it, the same thing I think a lot of fans when they first heard Ben Affleck, they're like, but to me, he might be the best Batman.
Ben Affleck is physically the best one I would enjoy and believe him as Batman.
He's the best Batman and Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, from a physical standpoint, I definitely, and even in Batman vs Superman, I think he was the best part of that movie. I think he really elevated the content. You could tell he really, really cared at that point about the role. I think he was. I think he's a much better Bruce Wayne and Batman than he gets credit for. It's just that the content wasn't. Yeah, the content wasn't.
Who's your worst Batman, Brand?
George Clooney.
Yeah, George Clooney is not Batman, man.
I think Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer made me.
That's bad too. It's bad too.
I thought Val Kilmer was passable. I didn't necessarily mind him.
Castle as Batman, not as Bruce Wayne.
Not as
He was.
Oh, he's not
yeah.
Bruce Wayne at all.
I thought, I thought he was okay. It was
But
just
can you say the same thing about George Clooney? He's
No.
passable as Bruce Wayne, but
I
not as
think-
Batman. The
I
exact
think George
opposite.
Clooney was a better Bruce Wayne, a crappy
Mhm.
Batman.
Yeah, he was basically the Adam West Batman, super hokey. But you know that was more Joel Schumacher's direction that he decided to go with it, and Warner Brothers. But yeah, I'd have to say George Clooney. Just the direction Warner Brothers wanted to go, because they wanted to make toy commercials when it came to the Schumacher Batman movies.
Yeah.
Mhm. But it would have to be George Clooney.
Which Batman had the coolest Batmobile?
Ooh. We talked about the best of all these Batmobiles.
I kind
Is
of
it-
like Affleck's.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Which one had the worst one then?
I think
George
Val
Clooney.
Kilmer. I think Val Kilmer. I didn't like his.
Mhm.
I didn't like the engine. I didn't like that.
Yeah, the whole neon lights. Like I said, they designed it to sell toys.
Tell you, I'm actually leaning
I don't
toward
know. Christian Bale is one of the ones I did not like because I didn't think that was a
Top-
freaking Batmobile.
the Tumbler.
Yeah. I don't like that one.
I
Mhm.
actually like Adam West Batmobile, man. I thought that car was cool.
The Adam West Yeah, the Adam West Batmobile was cool. Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
collectors asking Brian and Brandman, what did you think about Night of Seven Kingdoms? Real quick, Brandman didn't have a chance to watch it, but I believe it was all set up.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it probably
Quick
after
question.
this.
Does it have any
Mhm.
dragons in it?
No, so right now, all it was you remember A Knight's Tale?
Yeah.
It's literally the first 7 minutes of A Knight's Tale.
Wow. Okay.
The whole episode, 45 minutes, but the first 7 minutes of A Knight's Tale. That's what it is.
Okay.
Not a lot happens. You get to know this main character and realize he's broke.
This is just set up. Okay.
Yeah, it's all set up. So it's going to take a longer for it to
Yeah.
get there. Yeah.
I love House of Dragon. God, I love that.
We'll see where it goes. What's up, Anzo?
You see, they did explain it. I missed that part.
I think they did talk about
Why they left
Why
the
they
money
counted-
there? Why
yeah,
the?
why they counted it. Why
I know why they. I know why they counted it. But I'm saying.
Oh,
I've never heard-
they talked about when he talked to him on the phone? Because he said he knew it was a setup, and that's why they left it there. And the information was more important than this money. Seeing who's going to come and what crooked cops they had, so they had information on each one of them. So that was more important than them having the $20 million. It was worth the weight in gold.
Wow.
No, they have not cast anyone as Batman right now. But what is happening is now James Gunn has said that this Batman casting is not too far away.
Mm-hmm.
Understand this Batman casting. He expects to be able to cast it somewhere this year in 2026, not wait till after 2027. But if Pattinson comes in, man, don't be surprised. Said Brian, I'm a brand man. It doesn't fit with me. I understand. He doesn't strike me as smooth. It was a movie where I saw Bruce Wayne, and it's just Batman on a mission with a lot of hand-to-hand combat. Then it works. Otherwise, because it's hard to see Alan Richardson as Bruce Wayne.
I think that's one of my things. I can't picture him as Bruce.
Okay, but as Batman, he'd be fire.
Mm-hmm.
In Batman, the way he fights as Reacher,
Oh yeah,
he would destroy somebody as Batman.
Well, you saw what Ben Affleck did to his
I
brother
know.
in The Rip. Did you see how he picked his brother up and threw him against the window? Like, dude, that's yeah, now, man, Alan Richardson doing that, man.
Yeah.
No, we haven't done any trailers yet. I only have one trailer for the night, collector, so you know. And then we had Zach in the building. What's up? I saw him there, but I had to get down here. The third act was great. So everyone thinks that the Rip's third act was great.
Mm-hmm.
The understanding of it and explaining, I agree. I gotta say it. Jason, what's up, Jason? Oh, thank God I just entered and heard Brian say, see you later. I was like, damn, it's over already. I did say see you later on that video, on that part. I also said Stream Deck doesn't work with Streamyard. My Stream Deck did work. I don't use as much.
You gotta use like OBS. It only has a limited function on StreamYard, like very limited. But OBS, I think that's what you call it.
Yeah, OBS.
It does all kind of stuff on that.
So who was playing He-Man? Who was the guy? What's his name?
I have no idea.
Nicholas Galitzine is his name. He was in. He had that Anne Hathaway romantic drama. The Idea of You. It came out like 2 years ago. He is also on the show, also on Prime Video, I think, Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Is he physically? How does he look physically?
Good. He got big.
Yeah, he looked skinny. But he has the facial structure to like he get bigger. He's gotten much bigger.
I just want to see the transformation. If they don't transform, I'm gonna be disappointed.
So the trailer definitely needs to show the transformation. It needs to show him saying, "I have the power." We have to see that. Yeah. I
want to see Quinger. I want to see Orko.
You want to see Battle Cat?
I want to see. We need to see Battle Cat.
Yep.
Yeah. We need to see Battle Cat. We need to see at least one shot of Skeletor.
I just hope Jared Leto don't destroy Skeletor like he did the Joker.
Yeah.
I don't think he will. I think, and like I don't necessarily mind Jared Leto. I think if he kind of dials it back, he can make Skeletor needs to be kind of over the top, but not like in the way that he did the
Joker.
Not the way he did the Joker.
It's just bad the way he did it. I just
yeah, and you know, and it didn't help matters that the movie was just piss poor in addition to that.
I think his approach was okay, just the way he looked, like the tattoos
it was too,
and all that grill and stuff.
The grill, all the bling.
If he'd have looked like Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger, but had that kind of energy, I think it would have been all right. But he tried to look like a gangster. That look didn't.
Dude, he's a dude I'm never gonna believe. Right? As a gangster, like you gangster, then I'm about to run this whole town.
Yeah, and you know that's kind of like David, the writer director David Ayers. That's his MO, like the urban, like LA based dramas. But he brought too much of that energy to Suicide Squad and the Joker, when the Joker should have just looked like traditional Joker. It's a pretty straightforward design. You know, they were really fixing what wasn't broke with that.
I agree.
Exactly. Also, Voltron is coming out next year. Hopefully, both these films are great.
Henry Cavill, yes.
I'm more excited. I'm actually more excited to see Voltron.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, Master of the Universe. Don't get me wrong. I'm more excited to see Voltron.
I just say Master Universe gotta be at least a triple, if not a home run, if we want to see the other ones.
Yeah.
Because as much as I like Master Universe, I think I like Thundercats a little bit better.
If Master of the Universe is just like a solid movie, you know, makes $200 million. Let's say $180 million. Solid movie, decent, you know, and then Voltron comes out and then does $400 million.
I think He-Man gonna make 400.
Really?
For them to green light the rest of them, I think they do. I don't know if it will, but I think it. But it's coming out. When does it come out again? In the summertime?
June 5th. I think
June 6th.
6th.
And yeah, like I said, they've been kind of keeping the advertising of it to a minimum. Like I think the most we've had, in terms of something official, was when they did the title card reveal late last summer that had the Masters of the Universe theme music, which was pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm like, where's the trailer? Is it coming soon? Is it going to be during Super Bowl? What's going on?
You said June the 6th of this year?
June 6th of this year, yes.
For Masters of the Universe should be that.
For Masters of the Universe.
For Voltron, we were talking about, I think Tank just said
it's in trouble because 2 weeks before that,
I don't think Voltron's getting a theatrical release anymore. What's up, Tank?
Mandalorian and Grogu coming out 2 weeks before that.
Yeah,
and then 2 weeks after that is going to be Supergirl.
Supergirl.
It is. It's problematic. And then Supergirl, and then 2 weeks after that is the Odyssey.
Yeah, this summer is stacked, man.
Then Moana is a week before that.
Good Lord. It's tough. All right.
3 weeks later, Spider-Man.
Good Lord. Hunter Iggy asked the question, what are your thoughts of Maxima might be in Man of Tomorrow and not Wonder Woman? I did see this though. This is a rumor that the Maxima might be the actual me in there and not Wonder Woman at all.
I was reading about that this morning too.
Cool. And because Maxima is she's an alien, correct?
Yes.
So she's not like, because Wonder Woman, Amazonian, with all this stuff, part of God, with all this stuff, and then Maxima is more of an alien. She's more Superman-ish type of stuff. Does that fit better just because it just fits, and you're not ready to bring the Holy Trinity out? Is that a misstep? I think it might be a misstep though. Bringing too many people out before you have the Trinity come.
Yeah, I would hang my hat on Superman. Hopefully I think Supergirl is going to outperform. I did a short on that just yesterday, but today I think it's going to outperform Superman. If it does,
you just talked about all those movies that come in after it, and you think it's going to do more than $600 million. That's very interesting. The
reason why I say that because Superman came out in a hot too. It came out Jurassic Park, which is a juggernaut. Thunderbolts, if I'm not mistaken.
No, Thunderbolts was way before, but it was Jurassic Park and then Fantastic Four.
And it still made that.
It did, but
I called the Momoa,
right?
Jason Momoa. Oh, yeah, he's gonna. His magic is. That's what I think. Gonna say.
So you're looking at those movies, right? Within 3 weeks of Woman of Tomorrow, you have Toy Story 5, Minions, live action Moana, The Odyssey. All 4 of those movies within 3 weeks, and they're surrounding the movie. Then 2 weeks after that, it's Spider-Man.
I don't think Moana's going to get much trouble because right now,
Moana's going to make a bill. Moana's going to make a bill. I don't think so, boy.
People are hating on The Rock big time.
Did you see the last Moana too?
I'm just saying, his popularity has gone down dramatically in this last year. I mean, people hating every breath he takes. I'm just saying.
But kids are not going to care.
Okay, I hope you're right.
So Gary Oldman's the best Gordon and Dracula. Okay. I'm going to try to get through this real quick. It sucks that Bone Temple crashed and burned at the box office. It's a very good movie. Did you see it, B?
I did see it. I actually liked it. A lot. It was a huge improvement over the last one, or the first part. Really, really enjoyed this one. Ray Fiennes was really good in it. Jack O'Connell was great in it. That dude's making if I had a nickel for every time he's played a deranged cult leader, I'd probably still have 2 nickels, which isn't much, but it's kind of weird that it happened twice. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I really liked it. It really kind of set itself up for another one, which after this one, I'm definitely looking forward to.
No.
Fernando says Christian Bale is the GOAT. Is Christian Bale in your top 3?
He's in my top 3, but he ain't the GOAT.
Okay.
Yeah, I put him in my top 3. It's
what number is
Christian Bale?
It's Ben, Michael, and him.
Is that the same for you, B?
Probably. That sounds about right.
Oh, Michael Key's my number 1. Ben is probably my number 2, and Bale's my 3.
Only reason why Ben is not number 1 because he is not physically imposing. You can't tell me that he's physically imposing. Christian Bale, Batman.
Yeah. Christian. Well, if you think about a ninja,
Christian Bale with his shirt off look good because you remember Alfred said you do all those bloody push-ups, you can't even lift this thing off you. So he looked with his shirt off, but man, Michael Keaton looked like me with his shirt off. Negative.
But that was cool in the early 90s, man. Late 80s, early 90s. That was cool. That's the way things look.
I bought it
like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But after seeing the transformation, the progression,
Christian Bale, I think I could whoop his ass.
And that warehouse
That's my problem. My problem is I'll be like, Bane, of course, break your back. We done. Clooney and Kilmer are better than the Adam West Batman. He said, I love those movies. All right, we're back to Tank said, what up, guys? What up, Ace? Just started PT today, and wow, that hurt. First time I needed to take some hydrocodone. I was flying high, wearing off now.
I've been there before, buddy.
Bro, he had that knee surgery. You know, he's a tough dude, but yeah, you can't just do. They got you a week after doing PT.
Hey, 3 parts of the body, man. Your legs, your back, and your doggone hips. There ain't nothing to play with, buddy.
Mama Bear says, I got y'all talking positive about Snyder movie. Uh-oh. Go ahead, let Brad Man go rain on the parade. I don't hate Zack Snyder. I don't hate him. So
I don't either. I hate his last movie that's supposed to be the Star Wars killer. Other than that,
yeah, I like some of Snyder's stuff. I just hate his approach to DC. He just
300 is his saving grace to me.
300, the Dawn of the Dead remake, and there's parts of Watchmen that I enjoyed.
I like.
Did he have anything to do with the second 300?
No.
Okay.
That's why it's so forgettable. No one remembers the third 300. I completely forgot it existed until you mentioned it just now.
And it's forgettable. That's what it's supposed to be. So collector, I watched it. It was a little slow, but yeah, there's a lot of build up. Kind of dragged a bit. Hoped it gets better. Yeah, because I'm telling you, 45 minutes. The first 7 minutes of Knight's Tale. They just dragged out 45 minutes. So yeah, definitely set up. Know the mob, let them keep the money because killing cops would have messed up their business and it wasn't worth. That's why I'm saying they knowing what cops and having that killing cops would mess up their business and it was worth way more than 20 million. He said the game of cat and mouse and the cops won the round. Yeah. So this is what he's saying about the movie and the rip.
Ooh, Fernando making some bold predictions.
James Gunn has stated that he is near choosing his Wonder Woman as well. Yeah.
Whoever he casts as Wonder Woman, I hope her very first line is Kal-El, no.
Dude, I don't hate like you guys do.
I don't. And you guys, I don't hate Gal Gadot.
Well, it's him and Tank. It's him and Tank. Him and Tank.
You know, I feel like I don't even hate Gal Gadot, and to be honest, I don't even think anyone hated her until the internet told them to. It's like
I still don't care. Yeah.
People just kind of flipped on her. Like one, I don't think she's a good actress, but I think she's.
I don't think you have to be a good actress to be freaking Wonder Woman.
No, I don't either. I think she looked the part. She sounded the part. I didn't like her in '84.
Oh, that's a terrible ass movie.
84 was just a horrible movie all around. It was so bad.
The other versions of her, and I love that music. Yeah, I get hyped when I hear that more.
So Al Richardson's going to be Orion or Wildcat. I can see him being Wildcat.
I could definitely see him as Wildcat. That would be awesome. That's the DC character. I could definitely see him as.
That's the problem with casting Batman. You need to have a balance of Bruce and Batman. Few actors have done it. Dude, but that's why Ben Affleck was perfect. That's why Ben Affleck, he can be both. He can do both sides. And he's a big ass dude.
That's why he's my number one.
Man. But we didn't get to see him. I can't make him number one, and we didn't get to see it in his own movie. You can't be number one when you didn't get to do it.
That warehouse scene propelled him to #1 status in my mind.
He's the only one.
I don't care.
It's not even his own movie. How can you be #1?
There ain't no other Batman scene in the whole history of Batman as good as that.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no other one.
No, I think the Batman 1989. I disagree. I think Batman 1989.
Man, that fighting somebody in the alley.
Just because the fighting choreography has gotten better with time doesn't mean the movie is better. Danny.
I get what you're saying. I'm just telling you, in my mind, it's the same Star Wars argument. I don't want to see no slow Jedi fight. I just don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see no geriatric Jedi. I just don't want to see it.
See, it's the bird limited. I have mine set up, and even the limited ish don't work. Yeah, you're right. Cringe. Battle Cat needs to talk.
He-Man.
I'll throw Conroy in there too. So, but are we talking about live action?
Man,
he's the voice of Batman
on the CW. When they saw him, I was like, "Don't do that."
You didn't like that? Him seeing the old rickety one that it had broke his back, and he had to have those things that help him walk. I just thought that was pretty cool.
I didn't like that.
And he sounded like him. Yeah,
he sounded like him, but bro, again, he looked like unbelievable as Batman.
Jared Leto is a good actor, but he gets in his own way. Has Jared Leto ever been a good actor?
He got an Oscar.
Yeah.
See, somebody thought he was good.
Which one?
Yeah.
He got an Oscar, so somebody thought he was good.
Yeah.
Don't even talk about the Oscars.
Yeah, I do kind of agree that he gets in his own way. I didn't even mind him. I thought he was decent in the new Tron. I think he does get in his own way. I think he comes off a little too try hard to be method, especially if you read up on a lot of the behind the scenes stuff with Suicide Squad.
I agree with you.
I think that I think that's the best way of putting it, that he gets in his own way.
I'm not sure I like anything he's done since 2005.
I can do what I like, and we only saw 5 minutes of it, but the version he played of the Joker in
the Snyder
Batman
cut,
v Superman, the Snyder cut was 1,000 times better than what he did in Suicide Squad. So they should have done that. He should have took that direction. If you'd have done that Joker, I think he would have done better.
I don't think I liked any of them. I mean, maybe I liked the little things was interesting, but it wasn't long enough.
He was good in Dallas Buyers Club.
Dallas Buyers Club was good. That's what was that? That's 2013, right? That's 2012, 2013. That was pretty good. I think that was it.
Well, that's what
sounds about right.
I hadn't seen the new Tron, but
it was fun. It was entertaining.
It's worth going to see the movie.
Only if you see it on a big screen.
What's y'all scores? Now, later, never?
Yeah, I had a later or never.
Wow.
For Tron, I think I said now, but it's like one of those scenarios where you have to watch it in the right format. I saw it in IMAX 3D and had a lot of fun.
Bro, I thought that movie was awful. Like
I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was just a fun time.
When I think of Tron, I always go straight to Bruce Bach. Like, to me, that's my Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Plus, I like the music.
Where are we at? So Fight Club, he was good. He got his ass beat, but that was like how long ago? Once again, he had like about I think in maybe the first 5 years of me really knowing Jared Leto, he was fire.
So you didn't like him in Morbius? How dare you?
Well, so I loved him in was it Requiem for a Dream?
Yes.
And then what's the one with Steve Prefontaine?
Yeah, Prefontaine.
So I remember the person, but and then he was good in he was in Psycho, American Psycho with So
Christian
that
Bale,
was
yeah.
good. And
He was in
Fight
Blade
Club.
Runner.
But Blade, I don't think I liked him in Blade Runner.
He was in The Little Things.
The little things he was good in. I liked him in the little things.
Lord of War.
I didn't like him in Lord of War.
Panic Room.
Okay. It was okay.
Trying to see his movie. House of Gucci. Switchback.
I hated that one.
Urban Legend. Mr. Nobody.
Was he in the other one that right around Fight Club? It was another movie that he did a great job in.
Lord of War.
I think Lord of War was 2004, a couple years after
It was
Fight.
the one with Angelina Jolie.
Girl Interrupted.
Girl Interrupted.
I forgot he was in that.
Girl Interrupted. Yeah.
Mhm.
I could not pull that at all. But yeah. But I haven't seen him in stuff that I liked in a long time.
I agree with you.
Well, Zach says 2 different directors with Leto. Zach did better with him than Ayer. And he says, yeah. Trying on a big screen is fun. And Anzo says Trying was trash. And it's somewhere in between. It's somewhere in between. So what time is it? It is 11:08 for us. So Trying on a big screen with loud screaming was awesome. At home, it was crap. I did not see it in the movie theater. 100% honesty. I watched it on bootleg.
Anzo Vision.
And it was I was like, what the hell am I watching? It looked cool. It did look cool. The story, I was like, what the hell are we doing? Why are we even out here?
Tron has always looked visually good. It's kind of like I call it the Avatar effect. It looks good, but
So is Tron a good movie or not? I'll let you guys.
It's split. I haven't seen it. That's why I was asking. Based on what y'all telling me, the energy I'm getting, I probably won't watch it anytime soon.
It looks cool. That's what I'll say.
Yeah,
I didn't like the storyline. I didn't like the story.
It was kind of like I looked at the storyline the same way that I looked at the one for the last movie. It was just kind of there.
I actually like the last movie more than I like Ares.
Yeah, I liked it. I felt the same way I did about this one that I did Tron Legacy. I really enjoyed it visually, and I love the music. 9 Inch Nails did the music, and I thought they did a great job with it. That was one of my favorite things about it. But it was I watch it purely for spectacle.
So Tank says, as a Tron fan, it wasn't good. I like Legacy, but people hated that one. I like Legacy more than I like Ares. 100%. I like Legacy more than I like Ares.
Yeah, like Legacy was. I'm a Legacy defender.
Me too. So he was great in Panic Room with Jodie Foster. But is he was great there? Or is Jodie Foster great in it that made him? I feel like he's chameleon. Like if you're around other great actors, and he doesn't have to carry something, he's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good statement.
Side note: Jodie Foster was kind of doing it for me in that movie. I don't know what it was. But Jodie Foster was legitimately doing it for me in that movie.
And that movie too she did was what's the one with Denzel Washington? They had the bank robbery.
Inside Man.
Yeah, she doing it for me and Inside Man too, buddy.
Nice.
I don't know if I've ever said Jodie Foster and doing it for me.
You need to watch Inside Man.
I've seen that 10 times. I don't know if I've ever said
she walks in with her dress.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll take some other stuff. Then okay, whatever. Try movies are like Star Wars. You go for the visuals, not the story. No, I go for Star Wars for the fighting and the story. Star Wars. Don't be hating on Star Wars. Don't be trying to push buttons.
Does she like the prequels or sequels better? Not sequels, but originals better.
Probably, I think it's the originals. The original. So I love Nine Inch Nails, but they're the only reason I watch it. Yeah. Legacy is probably the best of the three, but the CGI is bad. And that's the problem with Legacy. The CGI was terrible.
The Jeff Bridges CGI was terrible. The de-aged Jeff Bridges, that was pretty bad. But the rest of the movie, I thought the CG for the grid, I loved the way the grid looked in the second movie in particular.
Yeah, I did too.
It was, I liked the way it looked in this one too, but Tron Legacy had my best, overall, really, I loved the way that movie looked. Even the non-grid scenes I thought were very, very well shot.
I just hate it being in the real world. Is that weird?
No, because you go to a Tron movie to see the grid. You know,
what are we doing? Like, why are we doing this? Tank says blasphemy. Tron OG is way ahead of his time. It's much better. Said yeah, with visuals, not story. Jodie Foster, that movie with Denzel from Spike Lee. I feel you on that one. Tamika loves Jodie Foster. Mama Bear says prequels. Said fighting is visuals. I actually don't mind Star Wars original story. Not the first movie, but like Empire Strikes Back. I know I got Danny on here, so Empire Strikes Back, the best movie ever come out of Star Wars. Danny, it's a good story, and no one knew what was going on with Luke. No one knew what was going on with Vader. That is fire.
I don't even have the energy to even fight you tonight.
I'll wait till it's almost midnight for Danny because we don't have to get. I'm gonna kick him out of here soon because he has to go to work in the morning. But yeah, said Tron is absolutely nothing like Star Wars. She's talking about the world. That's I think Star Wars has a pretty good story in a couple of those movies. But yeah, I don't know if Tron has a great story in any of them. So
the first one, that's about it.
The first one, that's it. Exactly. I agree. The Jeff Bridges deepfake was nauseating, but the rest of it looked great. I could be there.
Yeah, the Jeff Bridges deepfake was awful. It looked real bad.
Trying to never get Quicksilver in the games. But isn't that the same thing? It reminds you of what's that movie with Will Smith when he's fighting himself, a younger self?
You're talking about
Gemini Man?
Gemini Man. Yeah.
The first one wasn't bad. The second one was loud. He was terrible. The first deep fake of him.
It looked like a cartoon character on the second.
Oh, the final like 10 minutes, the final 5 minutes of the movie. Where his younger self is like enrolled in college. That looked freaking terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing? And I love Fernando. Me and you, we here. Star Wars is more than visuals. It's story and it's amazing. 100%. 100%. And you know what's the worst? The prequels are horrible.
No, we never argued about that.
Prequels are not horrible. My ranking for Star Wars goes Empire Strikes Back. So I don't know how it goes. Is it 5, 6, 3, 4? Then 1 and 2. Whatever. 5, 4, 3, 6, 1, 2.
5, 4.
Or
you saying New Hope? No, 5, 4. You saying that?
So Empire Strikes Back.
You saying that Phantom Menace is better than Revenge of the Sith?
No, so 5, 6. I'm sorry, 5, 6, 3, 4. I'm saying that Revenge of the Sith is actually better than the first one.
Okay.
The New Hope. And Take hates when I say that.
Well, we just flipped that. That's the only thing we get because I definitely don't.
I mean, Empire is great. Empire is the best one, and then 6 go 6, and then 3, because 3, I don't care. I know the fighting is part of it. Order 66 is amazing. The only thing that I hate is that I'm dying. You're breaking my heart. That pisses me off so much.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing.
that grinded on my nerves. That grinded on my nerves for sure.
But what sells me to the prequels, I'll be real quick on the ultimate, is that we've always anticipated, we always heard that Yoda was just kick-ass Master Jedi, and we actually see him in action in 2 of the prequels. I'm like, man, because to me, I got chills when I saw him about to fight Dooku, and he pulls out that saber and the music.
Yeah.
Is it bad that I think 2 is the worst?
No, part 2, the first. I think the first and second act is bad on 2, but the third act I think is good.
Yeah,
you can say that about 1.
Yeah, I think the prequels got progressively better with each one. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, I definitely like. Episode 1, what again, it kind of seemed like kind of like with Batman and Robin, similar to what I said about Batman and Robin, it seemed like the priority was to sell toys.
Yeah.
Maul
saved that.
Maul's the only thing that's good about that.
If there was no Maul in that movie, it would be probably in the category of the prequel.
Yeah, I think Maul was. I think Maul was good, and heck, even Ewan McGregor was consistently. He was one of my favorite things about Episode 1. Also, I liked his take on young Obi-Wan, and I liked how he kind of grew. With like you could see him growing into the Alec Guinness version that we see.
Yeah, Zach is on some serious drugs.
I love Zach, so I'm not gonna say anything bad, but I'm just gonna say
I ain't trying to disrespect him, but I don't know.
No, I don't think you did it. You didn't say anything. But what? 8 is the worst movie I've ever. I don't even consider it part of the trilogy, but 8.
That sounds like some bad juju there, buddy.
Man. 8 as in freaking the Last
Jedi.
Last Jedi.
No.
The Last Jedi is better than The Empire Strikes Back.
The Last Jedi.
And he's saying that
funds.
The
Last Jedi is so bad.
Wow.
He said Return of the Jedi. And he's saying the Phantom Menace. No, was number 7 is Force Awakens.
Force Awakens is better than the original too. It's better than Revenge of the Sith. Oh man, I really like Zach, so I'm just gonna say okay. I disagree. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I'm gonna say that this is that. You're breaking my heart. You're going down roads that I cannot follow. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh man, okay. Oh man. So Darth Maul is way better than the Sith than Sith than Dooku. I agree. I think Darth Maul's a way better Sith, and they shouldn't have killed him off. They should have kept him going, and then we should have got more Mace Windu. We should have got a lot more Darth Maul. That would be great.
Love to see Darth Maul and Vader go at it.
I
would love to see that.
Tank said, did Zach just rank Empire as the second worst Star Wars movie? 8 ruined Star Wars. 9 sucked because of 8. Oh man. So yes, he did. 4 minutes of Darth Maul was peak Star Wars. I would love to have seen what we saw in Clone Wars with Darth Maul. Yeah. What, like if we had Darth Maul, and no, I want to see Obi-Wan. Because when we Qui-Gon Jinn and doing that same move, you know what I'm talking about, and then Obi-Wan coming out and killing him, that would have been fire.
Yeah, I agree.
Zach, I love you, bro, but damn. No, Zach is a movie file. Zach knows his stuff. I just disagree with everything he just said about Star
I
Wars.
can't tell.
He watched 140 movies last year. Zach, he knows movies. I don't think he understands Star Wars though.
I can watch 150 football games and I can't go out there and play. So that don't wash.
He says that guy this Anzo stash. That's the only explanation. Master Caecilius says Vader would have destroyed them all. It's the Force. It's the Force. It's the Force. Because Vader is so strong in the Force. Maul been flipping around doing all stuff. Vader would have held him up.
Vader did almost stop that ship. What movie that was?
Wasn't that
in Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan when he's holding the whole ship and pulling the whole ship. That's a bad man right there.
You're joking.
So it could boot movies is 5, 3.5, 6, 3, 7, 4, 1, 2, 9. So 3.5. So just the end of 3 is the end of 3. You know, wow. When seeing the fight scene.
I got you.
I had the higher ground. All right. I see that.
So he's saying that
mine sucked because there's nowhere to go after 8. Yeah. Vader is the chosen one. This is a good question. Oh, 3.5 is Rogue One? Okay. I hear you. 3.5 is Rogue One. Who's the best? Who is the best Jedi? And who is the best? I don't know if I want to say Sith, I guess. Sith Lord?
It's going to be Palpatine and Sith. I think he's the strongest that we've seen.
Not Plagueis?
He killed Plagueis, so I mean.
He did kill. He tricked him, but yeah, he did kill him.
To me, I'm biased. Jedi is Mace. If you read the book, Mace has a power that none other Jedi that I've seen has. He has Shadow Point. Then didn't show that enough, but that's one of the reasons how he was able to defeat Jango, because he can see any weakness in anybody and exploit it. If you read the book, it tells you.
But who's stronger in the Force? So I think Mace is the best with lightsaber. I think Mace is the best Jedi with the lightsaber. I don't think there's anyone close. But the closest one will be Obi-Wan with the lightsaber itself. The thing is, but that's only part of it.
Yeah. When I read the books, it never on Mace. It never talks about his strength in the
Force.
The Force. It just talks about his skill because he was so deadly. He created the 8th Jedi fighting style.
100%.
So
I
fighting, I get edged to him. For his strength of the Force, I don't know.
That's when you're talking about. Is it Obi-Wan?
To me,
that's what I was kind of inclined to say.
You think Obi-Wan is stronger than Yoda?
Yoda is. I think Obi-Wan. If you're putting it all together, when you're doing fighting style along with the Force, I think Yoda is probably the strongest of them.
Yoda has more knowledge because you see why he can.
Where do you put Anakin?
I don't think Anakin had Yoda's knowledge though, because you see how when he caught the Force lightning and he was able to do the stuff. We have never seen that. I ain't even seen Darth Vader does that, and because of his mechanical parts, I don't think he could ever produce Force lightning. Maybe he's still totally human. He might could do it, but he was never able to go into that section of the dark side because of his mechanical parts. So to me, that limited his potential is greater.
No, so that's Vader. But Anakin, before he became Vader,
I don't think Anakin knew any of that stuff though. Because you remember the first time he met Dooku, he got defeated pretty handily.
Well, and that's another question. With the lightsaber, is Anakin better than Mace?
I don't think so.
No.
I think Anakin is more talented. I think Mace knows too much. Mace created an entire style. And this is weird that we're talking about this, but Mace created an entire style, so it's hard to be better than someone who created it.
I don't think he's better. Because he's able to tap into the dark side and use your energy against you. He can go right to the edge without crossing over into the dark side, based on the books I read. And I think it's called Vipad or something, if I remember the fighting style. But only two Jedi in the history. Only two Jedi in the history, him and one of his Padawans, he taught it to, or the only two to ever use that fighting style. If you look at EU, and say that's
we can't finish the trilogy. We need to introduce a new villain, people storyline and everything. 8 finished story in the middle of a trilogy. So I'm very sober. I'm not a Star Wars hive mind. Okay. JJ should have stayed for all 3. His original story was pretty awesome. The way they were going to go, the way the sequels were going to go, it's fire. I loved it.
I'm gonna say this right now, real quick. Dave Filoni's the president now. We're gonna see a lot of female Star Wars characters coming out now because he loves introducing those females.
You think so, huh?
Mm-hmm. He introduced Ahsoka. He introduced, if you watch
Ahsoka's fire. So
yeah, and he introduced what's the girl with the Bad Batch? What's her name? Omega.
Mm-hmm.
And he always does the same thing. You hate them at first, and then they grow on you.
That's interesting.
Yes. Yeah, I'm fine with it. You know, if the writing's on the protagonist side, as long as the writing's on their side, I don't really care.
As long as the story makes sense.
As long as the story is up
If you do a Jar Maid, Mara Jade, I'm cool with it.
But that's an interesting take. Yeah. Colin Trevor had a whole movie. Yeah. Jedi, Obi-Wan. Okay. I'm playing with exactly person who knows knowledge of the sequels. Sith Palpatine, who else can return somehow? Just somehow he returned. Also, not Palpatine, not Plagueis because Palpatine killed him. I'll say Luke Skywalker if we're talking about expanding universe. Going further. Okay. Also, I ranked Empire Strikes Back wrong. It's supposed to be number 2 behind Last Jedi. Okay. I hate Last Jedi. That's the only thing I say. I hate that one.
The Last Jedi is the reason I still haven't watched The Rise of Skywalker.
You didn't watch that yet?
Never did.
It's on my blacklist.
Yeah. See, I'll never watch it.
I bought the book. The book is 10,000 times better than
the
movie. Yep.
Kevin Trevor backed out episode 9 because of episode 8. Smart move that man did because 9 was going to suck no matter what. There's nowhere for it to go. They messed up the entire story. Everything that 7 set up, 8 ruined. So there was nowhere for it to go. They ruined Luke, ruined everything. It's like, man, come on.
You drinking that milk?
Oh yeah, what even was that?
Space cow milk.
Oh my god,
Jesus.
So Collector says 5, 6, 3, Rogue One, 4, 1, 7.
One thing that made Rogue One good was the Darth Vader scene.
I like the entire story of Rogue One. And I have no problem with a Star Wars story as long as you have the Force and you had lightsabers, and we know lightsabers. If you have lightsabers, you have the Force. I could go with a story-based Star Wars. I just hate Andor because it's story-based and pretends like the Force doesn't exist. Look, why are we in the fucking galaxy far, far away then? That's the whole point, is to be in the talking about the damn Force. This is the whole point. It drives me nuts, man. So Vader picked up Palpatine and threw him into the ditch, but Yoda was badass. Yes, Mama Bear, lovable weapon of mass destruction. You bring up Star Wars and we're gonna argue. All right. Danny, you still good to be here, or you want to get out of here? Because I've been stealing your time, hogging your time, and I know what time it was.
Good. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce, man. But thanks for the invite. I definitely appreciate it. Enjoy chatting up with you guys.
Absolutely, dude.
Yes, 12:30 here in.
Yeah, I looked at the time. And I was like, let me get this man outfit out of here. All right, see you later, man.
All right, man. Later.
See you, man.
I was like, all right, well, I keep this man on. He's supposed to be in bed. In Attack of the Clones, Obi-Wan told Anakin nobody can match Yoda with a lightsaber. That's true. That's good, Fernando. I think the strongest Sith is Lord Darth Plagueis, Darth Malik, Darth Bane. Darth Bane is really interesting. But Plagueis, Palpatine did beat Plagueis. He killed him. Snuck up on him, but he killed him. So Ace says, if they're teaching the Force correctly, everybody should be great Jedi, being able to use both the light and dark side of the Force. And it's not going to be a popular thing, but I agree. I think the weakness of Jedi is that they're so rigid. And I was hoping that what they would have done with Star Wars was let Luke take it to a different world, saying, why we can't have family? Why can't we have attachments to the world? Why can't we do those things? That should enhance us. We fight stronger because we have these attachments. I wanted him to take it a step further. And instead of, him getting this lightsaber and throwing it over his shoulder, I thought that was the worst thing you could have done, when you could have had something really good that you could have done with him.
Good point. Yeah. Absolutely.
It could be movies. Oh no, females though, horror. Exactly. I agree.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
As long as the story matches. Did you hate Rey? I didn't hate Rey. I hate what they did to Finn in the second movie, like because of in the story that they did with Rey. I don't think Rey herself is a problem.
I thought she was fine. I thought she was fine. In terms of female protagonists, I prefer Ahsoka as a character, if I'm being honest.
But it's hard for me to say that because Rosario Dawson is just fine.
Yes, she is.
So of course. Original trilogy 5, 4, 6, prequels 3, 2, 1, Disney 7, 8, 9. But how do you mix them, Fernando? You can't just be saying that. Cassilia says, female Jedi attract bears. They can smell them. Oh my God, that's so bad. That's so bad. That's terrible.
What?
I think female Jedi should be, once again, I will love more. I don't mind female Jedi, and I would love black people. I love black female Jedi. I don't understand if you're 50% of the population, how you couldn't be force sensitive. Females are 50% of the population. They should be force sensitive. That's just me. Yeah. Darth Vader is the strongest in the Star Wars universe. Make sequels as Skywalker, Dream Vision, and redo 7, 8, 9. Okay, just write it off. Say no. Then none of this happened. Retcon it. The Rise of Skywalker is so effing bad. It's unbelievable.
Like I said, I have heard enough about that movie, and the Last Jedi was.
That's the last one you're gonna watch.
Yeah, Rian Johnson is so lucky. He does so good with the Knives Out movies. Yeah, he yeah, I'm still mad at him about that. Much as I love the Knives Out movies, I'm still mad at him for what he did to Star Wars.
So Tank, so did the side of Mace's lightsaber say "bad mother effer" on it? It sure did. Go get my lightsaber. Which lightsaber is that? The one that says "bad motherfucker." The side of the lightsaber says "bad motherfucker." Episode 9 doesn't have one of the coolest moments in the franchise, though, when Palpatine forced lightnings all the ships at the end visually and audibly. It looked amazing because he somehow is there. Somehow he that ruined everything. They should have done more with Rey. Rey should have been Obi-Wan's daughter. We had the time and the space to do it. He could have not known about her. She should have been Obi-Wan's daughter. And I think Star Wars outthought itself.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just trying to um kind of put my thoughts into words about the Star Wars sequels and just kind of what they've been doing with the universe at the moment. I think well, yeah, obviously it's been like really all over the place, but I think some of my favorite stuff is some of the stuff that's not the main run. Like I love Rogue One. I absolutely love Rogue One. And I know you and I don't see eye to eye on this, but there are elements of Andor that I very much do like, especially upon rewatch of the entire thing. But even the stuff like Skeleton Crew in terms of just expanding the universe, I thought was fun. You know, I was entertained by Skeleton Crew.
I have no problem with any of this stuff. The only thing I have is when he introduced Star Wars and said in a galaxy far, far away, and the first thing to talk about is the Force. This the most important part of this galaxy far, far away is the Force. So when you're doing a whole series and 20 hours of stuff and don't talk about the Force, that's what Rogue One never messed up. Rogue One never said pretend like the Force didn't exist. Rogue One never just pretend like lightsabers didn't exist, that the Jedi weren't that important. Rogue One never did that. That's why I really like Rogue One. Well, great story, great expanding of the universe, but still understand where the hell you are. That's like going to hell and saying, "Nah, I ain't hot. It's cool." What? Do you know where the hell you are? You think the whole basis of what you're doing. That's the problem I had with Andor. So the Force don't exist, huh? We're just not going to talk about the Force. What? The whole time? Like, what are we doing? How? Just, you know, that's probably the main problem I had with Andor. Story, fine. That and the fact that the story's just it was too much boring stuff, but expanding of the universe matters though. I think that you're talking about Skeleton Crew it matters. You should be able to expand the universe. You should be able to tell stories that aren't based around the Skywalkers because they're one family in the full galaxy. You know, is the Force not existent in that part of the galaxy?
I don't even think that it's that the Force didn't exist in that part of the galaxy, and I was fine with, I guess, I'm looking for the word, them kind of taking a detour from it in terms of just kind of showing a different side of the universe and kind of tell something a little more, dare I say, grounded. So I could take or leave the Force when it comes to what they were doing with Andor.
But isn't that all what Star Wars is? Like when they introduced Star Wars, that's what Star Wars is. Good versus evil, lightsaber battles, and it's the Force that connects all things. So if that's what the whole point of this entire galaxy is, the entire thing. Once again, so like it's like reading comic books. I don't need you to do exactly the same thing from every comic book. The character doesn't need to be exactly the same thing from any comic book, but you need to understand where it's coming from. You need to understand what the world is based in. I don't need a white Black Panther. You need to understand what the world is. And that's the issue I have. I feel like you don't understand what the world is. Having a good storyline, once again, Rogue One did all the same stuff, except it acknowledged that the Force and lightsabers were there. They didn't try to pretend like it didn't. That's why Rogue One is fire. It's a good story, but it understands what the world is. You can tell any story you want, as long as you acknowledge you know where the hell you are. That's all problem I have.
No, I get that.
I'm so skip this. I don't see why only white men can be Jedi. In the entire galaxy, we got Mace. There's that. You know, I hate that one person rule. That one. There's always one. I hate that rule. And then they couldn't even give it to Finn. Couldn't even give it to Finn. Now, we already had Mace. We can't have another one, guys. We can't.
Mm-hmm.
When you listen real carefully to his saber crackle, it says Sam Jackson say motherfucker. Everything was motherfucker. Brian, I finished reading the final book of the Aftermath series. I love the trilogy, and it should have definitely done those books as sequels to the movie. Okay. I think adding more people could add subculture and make things interesting, as long as you understand where you are. I agree. I try to say the same thing. Like I understand liking Andor. I understand you liking it. It's just not Star Wars to me. Call it something else. If you're not going to have the Force, call it something else. I don't need lightsaber battles, but I need the Jedi and Sith, since they're the most important thing, to be involved around, understand that they are there. You don't even have to see it. Say it. Just say it's there. And the Force is it's around us. That's all. Acknowledge it. That's all. So let's get the crew. So they could tell death and memory loss were supposed to be cliffhangers at the end of the version of episode 8. Yeah. I never finished Skeleton Crew. I watched half of this season and stopped watching it. Really, I thought Skeleton Crew was really good.
Skeleton Crew was cool. I enjoyed it. Had a very much like Goonie style vibe to it that I enjoyed.
Zach says Andor was boring, but I do think the franchise has to explore more than the Force, or it will die off, and it doesn't. Why? It's like saying like a movie about priest should acknowledge more things than God, because that's what the Force is faith. You know, it's that type of thing. If you're talking about something that's that, why does it have to be more than the Force? You say acknowledge it. It doesn't have to be only about the Force, but you need to acknowledge that it's there. That's the whole point of what's built on. Foundational. I have problems with you not acknowledging foundational pieces. That's my problem.
Yeah. Like I said, I was fine with the detour that it kind of took from the, like I said, I could take or leave the Force when it comes to Andor and who did that? The Gilroys? Yeah, what the Gilroys were doing with it. So I was okay with it.
Zach, more subgroups would be cool. The idea of the Force Witches again could be interesting. Old Sith, old Jedi, do something new with the story. There's a lot of things you can do. We never talked about the Old Republic. We didn't never talk about the Clone Wars. We could have shown that live action. You never gone further in what happens when you go past the Skywalkers. You could do that. You can go 1,000 years into the future. You can go 1,000 years in the past. You can do all those things and still feel the same. It could be a more diverse world just by doing those things.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? There's different planets. And you say they're all white people? Come on. There's diverse Jedi and Acolyte, but people didn't like that. Is that the reason why people didn't like Acolyte? I'm sure there's some people that didn't like Acolyte for that reason. But do you think it's because they're too many diverse people?
I don't think that's the problem. Well, some people admittedly do make that a problem because you got everyone crying, "Oh, woke, not enough white men for me." But I think the for me the writing was just very uneven and unfocused, and it was just too all over the place for me. The casting was never the problem for me. It was just it just fell flat for me.
I agree with you. I think that I think it was poorly written from the get-go. There's plot holes throughout. You're in a TV show where you can talk about anything you want to talk about. You got plot holes? You just started the story. It's literally only a few episodes. How you got plot holes in these few episodes? You didn't think about the hell you're talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah. So whose white baby is that? Just because you call one T'Challa doesn't mean he belongs to T'Challa. But it's a Caucasian from the Caucasus Mountains that is a Viking. Yeah, but Priest movies is one film, not franchises. It's the world. It's literally the world they're building. It's from what they talked about in the first movie. The thing that binds all things is what Obi-Wan calls it. You have to watch the first one. This he said, this is the thing that binds all things. And you pay respect to foundational things. Not necessarily that it has to be wrapped around it. I don't think it needs to be wrapped around everything. I just don't think that. But we could talk about this all day. It's not like it was poorly made. No reasonable. People didn't like the Acolyte. The show was bad because the story never felt like it had a strong direction. Acolyte did Force Witches, which we already have cooler Force Witches in Clone Wars. Yeah, I feel like they were just doing shit. Yeah. Off topic. Who wins between Darkseid and Frieza? Frieza?
Question.
I'm gonna say Frieza.
I'm kind of leaning in the direction of Frieza.
I think Frieza just overall as a race, I mean, they're just too bad. You know, Frieza wins because he just makes Darkseid go into a different area or whatever and just never wins. So like he has his own Imperial army. So I don't know. Only Ahsoka was made right, really, out of the shows that Disney has made made for Mando. I think Ahsoka still had problems, but Ahsoka's probably the best of all of them. So did y'all watch the Poop Gate, aka A Night of the Seven Kingdoms? I did. It's just the beginning. I'm telling you, it's just the beginning. I don't know enough about it to say how bad it is. But when Brandman watches it, we'll talk about that on Thursday.
Yeah, like I said, I'll watch it tonight actually. So I'm gonna be up.
Tank says, quote that, respecting foundational things. You know, isn't that's usually my issue, you know, with most things. We talk about what's my whole argument about Black Panther? Respecting foundational things. My whole argument about anything what I didn't like about Zack Snyder. The big thing I didn't like about Zack Snyder was that he was going to go do with Batman and Superman. That's my biggest problem. I don't like when you're ruining the foundation of who these characters are. You know, I think you said this specifically with Superman. Who is Superman? Don't change who he is. Who is Batman? I think he did a great job with Batman. But as long as you keep foundational pieces to the characters, do what the hell you want to do. Foundational pieces to the world, do what the hell you want to do. Just keep that. Mama Bear says Darkseid wins. So what's winning though? Because Darkseid can't really die. So Dark win over Frieza. He's a god. Darkseid, no question. Frieza kills him and his planet easily. It's because Frieza blows up his planet. It's over. Exactly. Okay. There's only a handful of beings in DC that can fight Dragon Ball Z characters. Darkseid is not one of them. Okay. Darkseid has eye beams that will kill you. Kill your Frieza has a finger laser that will blow up your planet. Okay. That's true. That is true. Okay. James Gunn, Superman or Man of Steel?
James Gunn, Superman, easily. Man of Steel was just
Man of Steel was cool, but it shouldn't have been called. It's not Superman.
It's not Superman for me, and Man of Steel just it's such a hollow movie to me.
Man of Steel was okay. I felt like but once again, the problem I had, my biggest problem was respecting what Superman's supposed to be. That's my issue.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
it didn't. I think it had a fundamental misunderstanding of what the character is supposed to be. But yeah, I'm not too hot on Man of Steel. It doesn't do a whole lot for me.
Man of Steel did not.
It's
I didn't
okay.
hate it. I did not hate Man of Steel though. I'm not going to pretend like I did. There's a lot of parts of Man of Steel I liked, but I didn't feel like it felt like they understood what Superman was again. You know, which is just problems, right? The same thing over and over again. You have to know who you are. So I suggest that shampoo for you guys. Those Shell standalone complex.
Yeah,
they're just showing going in deep on what your sentience.
I love Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. Love
We can
Ghost in
do
the
that.
Shell standalone complex.
You know me. I'm all about everything. Let's do it. Man, it's still easily.
I'm all for it.
You know, Zach loves Man of Steel, of course. Man of Steel, my Superman didn't get kicked in the balls. Your Superman also did kill.
Yeah.
You guys have a good night. I'm going to watch some HBO Max. Not Night of
brick walls.
Yeah. I think Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. We're gonna go over review on Thursday, but I think it'll be better next time. It's like a much worse not Knight's Tale. James Gunn Superman, but I love both. Okay. Lois and Clark had no chemistry in Man of Steel.
Yeah, I completely have no idea how that slipped my mind.
That's right. That is true.
Yeah. Much as I like Amy Adams, she was kind of miscast as
Lois Lane.
As Lois.
He was 3 days into being Superman. Give him a break.
And in Batman vs Superman, he was several years into being Superman, and he was pretty much the same character. So yeah.
Man, it still felt like Snyder was making a Superman for Dark Knight comics. That is superb. That's what my problem was. I feel like you didn't understand. It should be like, was those comic books that's called Dark Metal? Is that what it's called?
Dark Metal, yeah.
Or was it Dark Knights or Death Metal or something like that? It should be a Death Metal Superman. That's what it felt like. Master Cecilia's going for the juggler with that question. Okay. When Kevin Costner passed away in Superman, Man of Steel, I was done. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. All right. Best comic book character ever. I would say Daredevil. Best or your favorite? Let's change that. Instead of say best comic book character ever. What's your favorite comic book character ever?
Ever? Probably Spider-Man. Even though, like, some of the newer comics, aside from, and this doesn't count Ultimate Spider-Man because I absolutely love Ultimate Spider-Man. I like Peter Parker when he's relatable. They just in recent years, it feels like Marvel is just kind of endlessly torturing him, which kind of takes away from a lot of that. I think the fact that he's such I've always related to either Peter or Miles just because of their kind of everyman element. But the comics gotta stop like just endlessly torturing Peter because it's getting really tedious, and it's taking away from that element of him that I've always been a fan of. It just seems like they're making him a glutton for punishment.
I like it. Okay. Best comic book character ever for me. All right, my favorite is Black Panther. Okay, there's no doubt. My favorite DC character is Batman. He's not a superhero. He's a hero. He's not a superhero, but he's a comic book character. So it'll be Batman and Black Panther. Okay. My second for Marvel would be Blue Marvel. I love Blue Marvel. I think that should have a movie. And my second for
Blue Marvel's
DC
awesome. Yeah.
should be Icon. I love Icon too. So had some good fight scenes and the visuals, but the story was not well written. I'm sorry, my baby. I went too fast.
No, you're fine. No, I wasn't gonna say anything. Go ahead.
There's a lot of Superman comics that feel like Man of Steel. He's just not a goofy man. Gunn is going for. I think there's roughly 5,000 Superman comic books. All right. I'm going to say 4,500 of them are an uplifting character. That's who Superman is in most of them. Now, Superman's been around for a long, long time. So, in 90 years, I'm sure they have some things, but most of his are not dark. They question a lot of things, but most of them are not dark. So, I don't know.
Exactly.
So I still don't like how washed it looked in movies like that at that time. So I watched the video the other day about Man of Steel. Felt more like Supergirl movie, and I can't stop thinking about it because it's spot on. I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
I haven't heard that, but that's actually pretty apt. I can definitely agree with that now that that's been mentioned. Huh.
That's actually really interesting.
Not wrong.
So we still don't know it's exactly what his parents said. We still don't know that. Sorry. James Gunn Superman threw Ultraman into a black hole and didn't care if he lived or died. But he didn't die. He didn't break his neck with his bare hands.
The following, he was trying to reason with both of them, and with both him and the engineer, and they weren't having it. So at that point, you can't reason with a lost cause.
We'll skip through. Zach says Spider-Man is the best to me. Say the same. Atmos says the same thing. Spider-Man or Batman from Lawrence. Spider-Man for Cole or Ace. Daredevil was my guy. Said if we being real. Okay. James Gunn Superman. Batman's his favorite character. My favorite is Green Lantern. Best is Batman.
Green Lantern's awesome. Like he's probably my runner-up character. I absolutely love Green Lantern, especially John Stewart. Ooh. He's easily my favorite.
I'm saying, you can't just say Green Lantern's your favorite because
John Stewart. No questions asked.
I've had that same thing, man. I really love John Stewart. I really do.
John Stewart's the man.
House of M, my favorite ever. Icon will be interesting to adapt because he's a conservative. Yeah, he is a conservative. Yeah, see how they balance that. And that's why I thought Jonathan Majors would be very interesting as Icon. Very interesting. And the Worlds Collide, doing the Worlds Collide idea, oh man, it'll be very good. So you think that's the first time Superman threw someone into a black hole?
Yeah.
Especially someone who was invincible? No, Fernando, you ask for blows now. We're not doing this. New Jack City are boys in the hood. Go ahead. Wait, which one? I won't even argue, no matter what you say.
Good question. Probably. Jesus, that's a tough one. Probably Boys in the Hood.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Even though
Ricky! That's awesome. That's all I got.
You know what? Ricky was moving like an idiot. He knew people were after him, and he was bullshitting around with scratch offs.
Brother,
in
you
the
you're a
alley.
running back. You shouldn't be caught.
No, you shouldn't get caught at all. I don't know if I blame him for what happened or his stupid girlfriend for sending him out for friggin' cornmeal, knowing people were on his ass.
Looking
Go
for
get your
him.
damn cornmeal yourself. They're not looking for you. You go get the cornmeal.
Yeah, I'll stay with the baby. You get the cornmeal.
Mm.
All right, here you go. Batman's a superhero. He has one of the best superpowers, money. Batman's a dude. I hear what you're saying. I know what you're trying to be. No, Batman's a dude. He's not a superhero. He's a dude. He's a genius. He's a detective. He's a ninja. He's I'm rich beyond rich. But he's a dude. He's not a superhero. He's a hero. Ain't nothing super about him but his wallet. Green Lantern is a cheat code because there are like 20 of them now. You can't just say Green Lantern because there's like all of them. Yeah, you don't have a crazy, man. Cavill was branded new Superman fighting the Kryptonian equivalent of a career Marine. He had no choice but to snap Zod's neck. It's not about the character as much as it's the writing. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't put him in that situation.
Yeah.
Superman can
and
figure
there
out
were multiple other options.
Or
Yeah.
so banishing him to the Phantom Zone.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't really get behind he was a few days in. That's a cop out. Hang on one second, I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Icon would have been a great. What about Michael B. Jordan or Damson? Icon needs to be a thicker dude. So can I see Michael B. Jordan doing it? Yeah, I could definitely see Michael B. Jordan it. I would love to see more. I need a bigger, menacing type of guy to go with Icon too. That's just me. So, but I hear Michael B. Jordan could work. Damson, no. Damson couldn't do it. Damson, no, that's not it. He could have been a great good Jon Stewart, but I don't see that. So we got New Jack City. All right, okay. With Ace twice though. So I got one for you, Pookie. Boys in the Hood can be duplicated. New Jack City is hard to copy. But what's more important in the zeitgeist of Black culture? I feel like Boys in the Hood was more because it's coming of age. New Jack City with Nino Brown, which is probably the greatest character of all this stuff. I don't know if it's the better story overall. So Batman better than Iron Man? 100%. 100%. Batman has the ultimate superpower plot armor. According to Deadpool. That's the only way he's a superhero because he has the most incredible plot armor ever. Which movie had a better cast, Boys in the Hood or New Jack City? Probably New Jack City. New Jack City probably had the better. So Soups has a no kill rule. We heard that even in Deadpool. Batman fought Darkseid, a god, outsmarted him over the DC universe at one point. But that's because he's smart. He's a dude. He's still a guy, guys. He's still a guy. Mm-hmm. So you means you can say the same thing about Iron Man. Anything you say about Batman, you can say about Iron Man. Okay, if Batman isn't a hero, then almost Joker, Two-Face, Penguin aren't supervillains. No, I said he is a hero. I said Batman is a hero. He's just not a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. It's part of the character, and Zack didn't understand the character. Yeah, I think that's part of my thing with Superman, that he didn't understand. Zack didn't understand the actual character overall. What is going on, Superman?
Yeah, unfortunately he had a just fundamental misunderstanding of the character. I think Henry Cavill had a better understanding and more passion for the character than Snyder did. Unfortunately, he just didn't he just unfortunately just didn't do his research. I think he was just kind of he had kind of implied that he was kind of doing his own thing with the characters anyway.
Yeah.
In interviews and stuff like that. So,
but once again, you can do your own thing with characters. I mean, if you're a director, you have to have free reign to do things as long as you understand what the character is. Don't change once again the foundational pieces of the character.
Exactly.
Mama Bear says, "Not cop out. That's actual lore. I've watched the movie more than once. I
sure.
From comic books, I'll tell you that I think that's wrong. From comic books, and if it comes foundation of what the character is, once again, it's just the same things. This the only thing I'm ever going to argue about, really. It's like if you told me Adam Bashir is not smart, you try to make him to an idiot. That just doesn't work for me because he's a freaking professor and he's a genius. This is just what it is. Can't mess with the foundational piece of these guys.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan is kind of young for that role. Michael B. Jordan's 38. Icon could work.
I just think it was Icon.
I mean, he's big. He's thicker. He could do Icon. You can see him.
Yeah,
he's
a bulky
black
dude.
Superman,
Like,
and you can see him as Icon, right?
Yeah. His acting speaks for itself too. So I could definitely see him as that character.
Better Wesley Snipes' character, Nino Brown, or Simon Phoenix?
Simon Phoenix. I loved him as Simon Phoenix. You could tell he was having so much fun with that role too. I love Demolition Man.
Nino Brown is probably the greatest black character villain I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't know, man. Nino Brown is so cold.
Yeah, he really was. Heck, like the opening for New Jack City really sets the tone for Nino Brown and the movie itself. Literally opens with him dangling a dude over a bridge.
100, exactly. Man, that's a cold ass movie too. Why can Punisher kill, but Batman, Superman can't? Because that's the character.
Because that's the character.
I see my mom said, "Why did you bring up Snyder and we'll never see eye to eye?" Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and that's fine. But understanding why, I think it's important to understand why you don't like certain things. Understanding why, like, this is my problem with the thing. Yeah, almost all my problems are always going to be foundational pieces. So that's why I mean, if he's not superhero, then a good handful of his villains are super villains. Yeah, okay, they can be great villains. I mean, they're not Darkseid. If I saw Darkseid and Joker in a fight, I'm taking Darkseid because one got powers and the other one's a dude, and they're both crazy. Like, I'm taking the actual dude with powers that will blow up the whole planet. That's the guy I'm taking. So don't do not doing my research thing. Once again, but when Superman, we know how many comic books we have Superman. That's just
I will do it as much as my heart desires.
I don't think he's not doing research because you can't say that one thing for certain, but I can't say Superman is just the true justice in the American way is within the foundation of what Superman is. I mean, that's when you're talking about those things, So it is what it is. I'm not worried about it. I think Henry was perfectly cast, but just got dealt a bad hand. Ben was too, and it just feels like Batman. He does feel like Batman. I think they were cast perfectly, both of them. Both of them are perfectly cast.
Yeah, I thought they were both really good. Like, I was one of the people who was like all in for Ben Affleck as Batman. And like I said, I thought he did fine. It's just the content that they had to work with could have been a lot better.
So do you have powers to be a supervillain or just incredibly evil?
It
That's
happens.
what I'm saying. You're just a sociopath. Just a sociopath. You want to see the world burn. You don't care what anyone else does. You can use atomic bombs. You can do it. You can just
Mhm.
All right, so quick do this. If I remember right, Snyder said the universe was supposed to be like the old Dark Knight movies, Dark Knight comics, which doesn't fit.
Too. That sounds familiar.
I think he's 100% right.
No, and if you're doing an if you're doing a shared universe, I think you need to kind of pull from many comics and many runs, kind of like what the MCU did, and just kind of make it an amalgamation rather than just the ones that you happen to think are cool or edgy. So yeah, he could have, there was a lot more that that could have been done and pulled from.
I think that's understandable, right? Taking a character and saying, I'm going to put it in a scene, and this is the way this character is within this scene, like within this setting that I'm putting you.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that it doesn't match for what I know of that character, so it doesn't sit well with me. But
yeah,
I also the person that doesn't hate any of the stuff. I just don't hate. I don't like Batman for Superman, but everything else I don't hate. I hate the direction he was going to go in. So Taika Waititi didn't understand,
especially
Thor.
In hindsight, reading up on it, because of course he no, he turned Thor into a goober.
It's like this mama says Waititi tore Thor into a joke, and people are undeniably angry. Gunn does it with Superman, and it's okay.
Well, he didn't make Superman a complete idiot. He was still competent and kind of knew what he was doing. He didn't make him he made him kind of a dork for sure, being a country bumpkin. But
we'll have to see what ends up happening with him. You lucky froze. Batman froze a little bit. All right, B. Go through this. Go through you guys' comments real quick. So we got lucky with Thor. Hey, there we are. Good.
I don't know what happened. I just got randomly kicked out. That was weird.
So you've been laggy for a little bit, so that's why I think that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You got lucky with Thor Ragnarok because Taika Waititi was poor then and needed to give us good work. The fourth one, he didn't care, and it was just a check. It did feel like some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Emperor Joker beats Darkseid any day. If you give Joker powers, I guess you can do that. But I think Darkseid, if Darkseid knows what's coming on, then Darkseid just destroys the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So are you guys psyched for Punisher and the new Spider-Man?
Yeah. It'll be cool to see. I like John Bernthal. I'm still convinced Daredevil has to show up. You can't have Punisher in this movie and not have Daredevil show up in some capacity.
We'll see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What he does in all his movies. He gave the lead a chosen family, used ensemble cast and jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Lawrence, that's damning, and you're probably right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Said, fun fact, Wesley wanted to play Ice-T's character, the cop. Ice-T wanted to play Nino Brown character. Really? That wouldn't have worked for me.
No. I think trying to picture that. No, Wesley Snipes was absolutely perfect as Nino Brown. I can't see Ice-T in a role like that.
I mean, Ice-T, this is what he was about, but honestly, it just fit. The pizzazz fit Wesley for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just what it was.
For sure.
So if it's Superman that was in the Dark Knight comics, but once you're using one comic to say I'm going for what the whole character is, it was one basis. It's like me saying I want Marvel Knights to be the new Black Panther, and you give me a white T'Challa. I'm just.
I laugh because of the comics last year. That's exactly what happened.
It is what actually happened. I have one of those stupid ass comic books.
Oh,
Marvel Knights. I hate Marvel Knights so much.
I'm staying away from. Who wrote that one again?
Priest.
I'm
so mad when Priest. See, he made Superman a nerd and made him more human.
Mm-hmm.
So Zack Snyder was perfect fit to direct Batman. Making Man of Steel was a huge mistake. I've been saying that for a long time. I love what Zack Snyder did with Batman. I love what he did with Batman. It was dark and everything worked perfectly. So that's what that's where you're gonna find me liking.
Yeah, I would have been game for him doing a Batman movie. It fits his MO a lot more, especially with some of especially visually. I think. Man, I'm still bummed out. We're never going to see that Affleck directed Batman movie because it sounded like it was going to be awesome.
Ben Affleck's a good actor. He's a better director.
Yeah. Like The Town is one of my favorite things ever. I think Gone Baby Gone was really good.
Yeah, that's what I said. Gone Baby Gone. That's the one right there.
Yeah. Like I said, man, when Affleck locks in, he's really good. So. Okay. I will not stand for any Affleck slander.
The hand of new Spider-Man with Daredevil and Punisher would be insane. Especially if you keep it without having to worry about it being connected to everything else. You can do that. You keep it grounded.
Yeah, I'm convinced Daredevil's showing up in this. He has to.
We haven't even seen the trailer, so who knows the hell we're gonna do.
Yeah. There was that leaked one from a couple weeks ago, but they keep yanking it.
Batman Blade and Ghost Rider fits Zach more. Yes. Dark Knight Returns will be slightly possible if Netflix takes over. If we ever get there, what's your most anticipated movie of 2026 for you, B?
Probably Dune. Because they've really, like, even though I'm not the biggest Dune Messiah fan, even though they've they've gotten a lot of goodwill with the first two. I really liked the first two, and just despite what I think about about Doomsday, that's just going to be insane if they do keep the same release date. But yeah, I'm looking forward.
I think it hurts Dune if they keep it.
It's gonna be nuts. But yeah, I'd say Dune. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it.
For me, Project Hail Mary, something I really want to see. I'm so excited by that. Masters of the Universe, I really want to see. I want to see Mandalorian Grogu. Then I'll go ahead and put probably. I'm going to go say Doomsday and then Odyssey.
Yeah, Masters of the Universe is definitely a close second for me, just because I can't wait to go see it. Like I said, that's going to be a movie night with me and my dad.
All right. Ace, I would put this up there, but I'm not ruining my vision of Jane Jackson, so I'm just not going to say it. So I'll give you Zach Midnight Suns if they could give me Sam. Can't get Sam Raimi. Okay. Sam Raimi as Midnight Suns would be great, but I don't think that's what we're going to get. I think it's going to be Jordan Peele. So,
Jordan Peele would be interesting.
I think it will be interesting. I think it's going to be fun. So, all Gunn is doing is making Golden Age Superman in movies and not the spectrum of him. But if you're introducing him, is that not okay?
I think it's fine. Yeah, I kind of like Golden Age takes from, especially with especially with a character like Superman, it kind of feels appropriate. So yeah, I was like I said, man, I'm good with it.
All right, we'll see. We'll go to the end. We'll go to here. Send Help looks like it's going to be a movie where we're going to be cheering for on the wrong person.
I'm cheering on. I'm cheering for Rachel McAdams' character in that. Just going by the trailers,
because he's a douchebag.
Yeah, like the way he's treating her in that trailer, just
Doomsday is going to be a toss-up, having both movies come out the same day. I don't think it will be. I think that honestly, I think it's going to make double the amount. Doom will make half as much as Doomsday does, and mostly because this has a wider reach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Despite what myself or anyone may think of the quality, it's going to print money. I can't deny that, you know.
So he's not introducing him though. Jumping past year one, that's still pretty much introducing. If you're jumping past year one, it's still at the really beginning of Superman.
Mm-hmm.
The Ben Affleck Batman solo movie had Batman trapped in Arkham, infected with scarecrow toxins. It's going to be fire.
Exactly. It sounded awesome.
It does sound amazing. And having Batfleck doing that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so Digger, Tom Cruise.
That sounded. Okay, Let me walk back Dune. I'm actually really intrigued. Yeah, I'd say Digger is probably my number one. Just because I'm intrigued by it. The fact that it's Tom Cruise doing a comedy, and I really like the director. Since the dude who did Birdman and The Revenant. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm actually looking forward to Digger. So yeah, I got to walk back Dune and say Digger's probably my most anticipated.
Even more than Michael?
Even more than Michael. Just because yeah. Just because the trailer had me a lot more curious than Michael. Don't get me wrong, I'm still looking forward to Michael for sure.
I'm not even sure I want to see this Digger, but yeah, it might be great. It might be terrible. I have no idea.
Yeah. Tom Cruise doesn't really make too many bad movies, and him with the director of Birdman and The Revenant really has me has me interested.
The Mummy.
The
Mummy was a bad movie. The Tom Cruise movie.
The Mummy was absolute ass for sure. But you know, God, that was so bad.
Yeah, I'm just saying they exist.
Oh no, I'm not saying they don't, but very seldom does he come out with too many bad ones.
Do you guys play games? And so, what are your favorites?
Yeah, I'm a gamer. I like a lot of I actually like a lot of old school games. I have a lot of emulators. So I'm actually playing like a lot of old school Genesis games at the moment. Been playing Toe Jam and Earl 2, if you remember that one.
Yep. Okay.
I've been replaying Vector Man also. Which I still can't get very far in Vector Man. It still kind of makes me rage quit.
Lawrence says I was on Marvel Rivals most of the start of the stream. Yep. He said Godzilla -0. I hope it's good. If it's anything like -1, it's going to be fire.
Yeah, Godzilla -1 was absolutely incredible. So yeah, if they bring that same energy, I'm here for it.
So my number 2 is Michael. What they let me get made with the Fallout show. I'm looking forward to God of War on Prime. Dude, I wish we could talk. We need to talk about the Fallout because I really enjoyed Fallout. So, yeah, but
Should we talk
because
about
it's coming
do we have
out
enough time?
tomorrow, but it's coming out tomorrow. So the reason why I didn't push it is that I wanted to talk about 2 episodes at the same time.
Well, that's a good idea.
Even if we do it on Wednesday. So, so Victor Man brings back to the 90s good times. I don't think you're doing this trailer. You know what? F it. We're going to do this trailer right now. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Oh, they get all set up first. Hold on.
You're a monster.
That's why I make sure. All right, played right. All right, let me bring up the tongue. What about this trailer? What the hell's his name of this movie again? It's Twisted, right? Isn't this Twisted? I think that's what it's called.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. And hey, what's up, guys? Brian the Grizzly here with Brand Man Brandon, with spoilerkings, and we're going to check out another movie trailer. It's Twisted. I don't know a lot about it. I'm excited. Let's just check it out and see what we think about it. All right. So let's play.
You're a monster.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. We were all going direct to heaven.
This already works.
All going direct to hell. I don't know what it is about this house, but I feel its energy. Please let me make it my home.
Deal.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're still renting out that pile of bricks.
You notice any unusual activity in the neighborhood the past couple of days?
You look worried.
What do you need with me?
A friend of mine told me that I can't save the world. I'm trying to prove him wrong.
This isn't right. You're playing God.
I'm a surgeon. God prays to me.
He's hiding something.
Act like an animal. Get treated like one.
You took the Hippocratic Oath. Do no harm.
You know, for you, I'm prepared to make an exception.
Whoa.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, what did we just watch?
What?
Yeah, I'm like
much like Jigsaw.
definitely. Kinda. It yeah, definitely different role for Jaimin Hansu.
Dude, this is not what I expected to see at all.
No.
Man, that is very strange. Like I'm not sure what I think about it. Honestly, that's kind of crazy. I mean, you see Neil McDonough, really, Jimmy Hunter is all I really know. I've
Yeah.
never seen anything like this. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm kind of curious why he's doing this in this movie.
Doesn't it? But didn't that feel like Saw?
It definitely felt like Saw.
Playing God,
Mhm.
trying to lure people in, except he's doing surgery on them. That's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be good, but I have no idea what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me read the synopsis real quick. It says a con artist, real estate scam unravels into a living nightmare when she's captured by a surgeon who has terrifying plans for her. Yeah. That's kind of freaky, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think? Where do you think they're going to go with this? Do you hear me?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not sure. It seems like yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Did my mic go out again?
No, he's really laggy. You're fine.
Great. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, good.
Okay. God damn my whole setup tonight. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like full on torture porn, appropriately because it's from the director of two of the Saw movies. But yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea where they're gonna go with this, and I think that's probably the reason I'm gonna end up watching it. I got to give anything with Djimon Hounsou a watch. So just to see him go full psycho is enough to kind of pull me in.
You don't think it's too on the nose having director from Saw having very similar type of plots? Is that too on the nose, or is it something that's going to be okay?
It could work either way. On one hand, it's definitely on the nose, but this is his this is his directorial MO, I guess, so to speak. But to look so similar to Saw, I definitely get what you're asking. Because visually, a lot of the shots definitely reminded me of Saw. It's so yeah, I definitely get what you're saying with that. I don't want it to be a complete carbon copy.
No, exactly. All right. Well, this is our thoughts on this movie. Twisted comes out February 6th, 2026. I mean, it's coming right around the corner. We're talking about 2 or 3 weeks. This movie is going to be out. This is like the first I've ever heard about it, but it's kind of strange. Let us know what you guys think. Have you heard about this movie? Is it something you're going to be interested in? I think me and Brandman are both going to go see it now because this is so creepy. Is it too much like Saw? Is it something that is right down our alley? You guys let us know. So if you're watching this a little bit later, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come and join us when we go live on Mondays and Thursdays and Saturday nights. We do our watch parties. But as of right now, guys, this is one of the few movies I might be looking forward to and see in February. So, man, I'm interested. I'm a little bit scared of watching this, but it looks good enough. But right now, we're going to get back to our live show. But let us know what you guys think. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. All right. Dude, that was weird as hell.
That was super weird.
Let's see what you guys' comments are saying.
And
no, go ahead. Keep going.
I don't know if what we've seen Djimon Hounsou as a villain, obviously, in the past. But he's going like full on psychopath in this.
So, this is different for him. Yeah, it definitely is different. We're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Fernando. So I haven't heard of this one. Might have to check it out. So I love Jimon Hansu and Never Back Down. Awesome actor. I love him in a lot of movies. You know, actually, he's the best part of what's that? Shazam. He's the best part.
I loved him in actually both Shazam movies, even as brief as he was in the even as briefly as he was in the first one.
Yep.
But yeah, he was definitely one of my favorite parts about the second one. And Never Back Down is just I remember someone said once that it's
No, you can't be having
a better Karate Kid remake than the actual Karate Kid remake.
Never Back Down is a better Karate Kid remake than the actual remake. Okay. I said, Brent, man, you could get kicked out of the gaming collection. I have NES up through the new console and around 900 games through them all so far. Wow. Okay.
Oh, that's amazing.
I used to have that on my Xbox, the original Xbox. That was a long time ago, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been on a big old school game kick. Yeah, the past couple weeks actually.
So why can't Tank stream with a hurt knee? So Tank literally just had a surgery last week, and he can't walk down the stairs to get to his office.
Mm-hmm.
He just started physical therapy today. So yeah, he's in serious pain. He can't even talk on the phone right now.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren says this looks like a watch. Emma says Jimon always gets love from me for Gladiator. Oh, Gladiator's another good
Gladiator, movie. And the first thing I ever saw him in was Amistad. He still gets love.
Mm-hmm. How old do you think Jimon is right now?
59, 60.
I think I just saw 61.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Definitely definitely ages slower than most humans.
I love him in Constantine. I know you don't like the movie, but I love him.
He was one of my favorite things about Constantine. I have trouble with Constantine, like I've said in the past. Like, as a movie on its own, I'm absolutely fine with it. But as
you talk about John Constantine, you don't like what they did with him.
No, it's as a adaptation of the comics. I absolutely detest that movie. It's just, if they called it anything else, I'd be absolutely fine with that movie. But the fact that they insist that it was based on the Constantine Hellblazer comics just irritates me. It's a mental hump that I need to get over.
Totally understand, but I liked it for what it was.
I enjoy it for what it was, but I really have to force the comics out of my mind. And I love the character. I love the Constantine comics. I love the character of John Constantine. So like, I just can't do that. It's involuntary. I can't watch that movie without having the comics in the forefront of my mind.
So I'll watch it for sure. I love Saw. It feels very much like Saw. So Constantine, only issue with Shia LaBeouf. So we should have had Constantine 2. I agree there.
Even though I have my problems with the movie, it was sequel worthy. I have to give it that. They could have made sequels. I still hear they're trying to make one, but I think it's kind of past its shelf life.
I think so too. Yeah,
I think Keanu, at this point in his career, like acting wise, and this is I'm not saying this as a knock because I do enjoy Keanu Reeves, but it seems like all of his roles ever since John Wick, he's
John Wick.
He's like, I know I've said this in the past, like even in the newest Bill and Ted, I didn't get a Ted feel from him. I just got a John Wick feel. You know,
So Jim would have been a great recast for Zeus and Percy Jackson.
Yeah, would have. I never thought about that.
It's like Courtney Vance, but Jimon is more similar. Looks like Lance Riddick. Yeah, you're right.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm. Peter Stormare was an awesome Lucifer.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Another thing I liked about that movie.
So good. Oh my god.
Yeah, he really was.
Oh my god. Word around is Keanu wants to come back as him. I love it because I love the way they did it. He was not John Constantine from the comic books. He just was not.
No, and like I said, that's just a hump that I can't get past. I try.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, we hit the 3-hour mark. We didn't get to talk about Percy and Fallout, but we are going to do it off stream. Yeah, Brandman and I will do that. We'll get that out to you guys as soon as possible. But thanks for everyone in the comments. You guys were amazing. You guys kind of carried the entire show. So it's gotta say thank you. Appreciate you guys all. Ace, Lawrence, Tamika, Mama Bear, Danny for being here with the Road to Wisdom, being here earlier. Master Caecilius, your amazingness. Atmos, I appreciate you being here. Go through everyone's Fernando all the time. Just really, you guys really carried the show, and thank you. Just want to say thank you, guys, because you guys are really the third member. The fourth member of Spoilerkings is you, and just gotta say thank you for all of it. So you guys are great. And we will see you guys again on Thursday. But me and Brandman will be recording Tuesday and Wednesday for other shows. So
absolutely.
Thank you guys. And we'll see you guys later.
Thanks, everyone.
Peace.